Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of the DeadPixels podcast. We're gonna go ahead and hop over in the Discord call now.
Just woke up like
So
3 seconds ago.
I could tell by your voice. So today on the podcast, we got 8-Bit Ron,
Howdy.
we got Son of the Shepherd or Chris, and we got Pablo. So
Yep.
today we're just gonna be talking about all the recent MCU news that they released. We're gonna start with talking about Endgame again first, because first of all, Endgame finally surpassed Avatar as the highest grossing movie.
Yes, sir.
Oh, throw the confetti.
It made
About
2.79
damn
billion. So
Mhm.
there it is. It did what Avatar did in like how many years? Like 8 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So
In like a couple months. So that's pretty impressive.
I feel like the re-release
Bad
probably
story.
helped a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
mm-hmm.
Even though I heard that after credit was the extra
Was
sequence was ass.
The Hulk? Oh my god.
Half rendered Hulk. That shit was gross.
Jesus
No, it's
Christ.
disgusting.
Marvel really put a fucking DVD extra and sold it to people in theaters.
They really did. They were trying to get
They
that
bought it.
spot. They were trying to get
Then
that
put the
number
first
one
2
spot.
minutes of Spider-Man in there too, like people wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
Alright, and then another piece of Endgame news that actually came out of, what was that, comiccon that all this shit came out of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was apparently confirmed that Gamora did survive the Tony Stark snap, so she's still
Yeah.
out there.
Because she wasn't an ally of him anymore or whatever when she disconnected herself. I don't know.
So that's that for Endgame. That's that for Endgame. We're gonna move on to the actual news.
Oh, did you guys hear about the deleted scene that they had did?
What, in Endgame?
Yeah. Apparently so. At Comic Con they said that one of the deleted scenes was going to be Thanos going from 2012 back to 2049 or whatever, wherever they're at, 2025 or whatever, and Thanos was going to display Captain America's head
Oh yeah.
where he was sitting
That was awful. My
to
god.
fuck with the Avengers. I would have.
I forgot about
Jesus
that. I should have put
Christ.
that on here. I forgot about that. I'm glad you brought that up. That would have been fucking gnarly if they actually did this shit. That would have been insane.
That would have been disturbing.
Oh yeah. Might have
Hearing
bubbled
stuff
up
like this
waiting
makes
too.
me. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
Oh, alright. I was gonna say, hearing stuff like this, or like shit they were gonna do, makes me excited about like what type of content they'll put out on like an Endgame DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah,
'Cause I can
yeah,
imagine. Yeah, I can imagine them talking about like shit they would have done in the movie or some ideas they had floating around. Just shit like that seems really interesting.
You gotta imagine how much shit they already had because basically it was already a 3-hour movie, so they probably like this movie's already too long. Let's cut this out.
Yeah. Cause that was a long ass movie. It doesn't feel like it, but
Now apparently, like I said, apparently that final fight's like an hour itself.
god damn.
Uh,
I could
I
definitely
feel like
see
an
one
hour.
final fight being an hour.
the best hour I've ever witnessed.
Exactly.
That is
Yeah.
facts. Alright, so moving on to the Comic-Con news. We got Phase 4. They talked all about Phase 4. Hinted some stuff of
Yes.
Phase 5, but Phase 4 apparently is going to consist of 10 projects. They got 5 movies and 5 series, all of course going to be on Disney Plus. And Phase 4 is only going to be 2 years long, 2020 and 2021. So it's going to be real interesting to see what we're working towards this time. The first movie or series, but the first thing we have of Phase 4 is the Black Widow movie. It's gonna be out on May 1st, 2020. I got like pictures of some Taskmaster concept art. They got the cast going through right there, and the logo for the movie. So apparently this movie is gonna, like, part of this movie is gonna be set after Civil War, and it's also gonna feature the whole Budapest story that they always reference.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, we could just discuss Black Widow for a second. I'm curious to see how this is gonna play into what they're working towards in Phase 4.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It I am excited for this movie because Black Widow should have been, I feel like, got a movie. Because she is one of the, because I feel like every other Avenger has gotten a movie, except for Hawkeye, of course, but he's got a show coming, so.
Yeah.
And, we could potentially see, Cap and Tony and them again, so that would be nice to see them again.
Yeah.
Probably not during the whole movie, probably just an after credit.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We probably will see Stark and Cap in here, possibly.
Yeah. It'll be, nice to see what happened during, like, the Accords time, because I don't even know if the Accords are still a thing now. I feel like that after Endgame, they're just like, fuck the Accords, whatever.
I mean, after Endgame, half the Avengers are gone anyway, so...
Yeah, so I feel like the new Avengers probably either aren't going to abide by those rules, or most of them are like, T'Challa, they're just like, well, I don't have to follow them, so... And Doctor Strange, he's like, I'm not, I feel like the only one who has to follow him is Spider-Man,
They
but,
should
he's
be
going
on
through his own
me.
shit right now.
It might just work towards Civil War 2 if that shit pops up again, the Accords pops up again.
Ooh.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm excited for this movie. I mean, I don't think they can go wrong with it.
Yeah. I'm interested to see Taskmaster. I like Taskmaster, so...
Yeah. I wish the Russo brothers were still making movies. I would love to see what they could do with this movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think my one fear with movies like this is like retconning shit that probably doesn't need to be retconned.
Yeah, because this is like one of the only movies. This is like the only project besides the Loki one, but we'll get to that later, that takes place like in the past. Everything else is post Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the only movie that takes place like way in the past, so
Yep.
I'm curious. Like, that's why I'm so curious to see what they're gonna do with this movie. I mean, for all we know, just like the first like 30 minutes could be after Civil War, and then they could do a time jump or some shit.
That is true.
Yeah, they could.
And Marvel has proven to fuck with us timeline-wise when it comes to these movies.
Yeah, especially after all that time travel shit, things are gonna be a little wild.
Yeah.
Chaos and Worlds.
I guess is that all everybody wants to talk about Black Widow?
I think that's about it.
It ain't
Taskmaster,
really
I'll be
something. Oh yeah, definitely. It ain't something like huge, but David Harbour plays a character named Alexei, and if you've seen Stranger Things, that joint kind of hurts. That joint kind of hurts a little bit.
It hurts extremely.
I haven't watched season 3, so.
Oh no.
Watched any of them.
Great season.
Alright, I guess we'll move on to the next thing, which is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It doesn't have a concrete date, it's just fall 2020.
Yep.
Apparently Anthony Mackie, or Falcon, has already worn the new cap suit. He said it looks good.
Ooh.
And apparently Zemo's gonna be back, and this time he's gonna wear the actual mask, so he's gonna be in like his actual costume that he's in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested because we're finally getting Falcon, Captain America, so that's cool. It would have been cool to have an actual movie, but I kind of feel like they could do more with a series. I mean, we don't even know how many episodes these series are gonna be.
I think it's like a eight thing. I think it's gonna be 8 episodes.
I wonder how long they're gonna be.
I would like to say maybe an hour, because I feel like 20 minutes for eight episodes, that's gonna just fly by.
It's either going to be like half an hour or an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Because
I don't know if they've said that. Like, for all the stuff that I put together, I tried to grab all the information that I could, but I might have missed some stuff, so I don't know if they said about like how long these episodes for this stuff is gonna be. But yeah, I think an hour is probably what they're gonna go for. Most TV shows are an hour these days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually the standard for a lot of digital content nowadays.
Yeah.
On these streaming platforms.
like 40 to 50 minutes. So
Especially with people binging.
Oh yeah.
They'll go that shit like in a whole hour if they can.
I mean, obviously, since he's Falcon's gonna be being Captain America in this movie, it's safe to assume that this is also post Endgame.
Yeah.
Mhm. I wonder if Cap will show up himself, or is he like? I wonder if he'll be dead by that point.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think I think at this point Cap's just fucked off and retired somewhere
Yeah,
and just wants to be
Probably.
left alone.
Probably chilling.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he will make any more like cameos in any of like these upcoming movies or series, like as old.
It'd be
Cap.
nice. Yeah, it'd be nice to see him become like the new Stan Lee, I guess.
That'd be
He'll show
kinda
up every
funny.
now and again.
That man, Chris Evans gonna have to put that damn makeup on
Makeup
every
on
time.
just for like 2 minutes of screen time.
Oh yeah, that paycheck finna be fat though.
If I could go call him, hey Evans, god damn it.
Because I'm pretty sure they definitely confirmed he was in makeup. That wasn't an actor or anything. That was him in the
Yeah.
makeup.
I think it was like a mixture of makeup and CG, I think.
Yeah, probably.
He gonna be like, can y'all just use the damn app for this scene, please?
Just use one of those freaking home movies that he recorded in Homecoming.
Come on, man, gotta put the makeup on you. Fuck. Please. Don't cry, Evans. Don't cry.
So when Falcon takes up the mantle of Captain America, does he just keep the name Falcon or does he change it to Captain America?
I'm not
That's a
sure.
good question.
I think he keeps the name Falcon.
I would. Well,
I'm gonna double assume
I mean-
he keeps the name Falcon since the name of the series is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
yeah, but maybe at the end of the series he becomes Captain America or something. Maybe that's what they're building towards.
Yeah, possibility.
I see.
Or
I could see them just keeping him named Falcon just so people don't get confused, though. To be honest,
Right.
yeah, I thought Captain America was. Never mind.
because there's gonna be a lot of like roles getting switched around and shit, and I can definitely see people
Yeah.
like getting
Yeah.
confused by that.
I'm definitely feeling the rumblings and beginnings of like the names of heroes starting to be passed down to others.
Yeah.
Anything else on Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I wonder who the villain's gonna be.
Well, it's gonna be Zemo. It's gonna be Zemo, bro. All right, moving on to the.
I guess, yeah. I guess the one thing I'm interested in is seeing more Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't really seen much of him.
that is
I don't know if I
true.
want a Nazi being the Captain America.
That is true.
No, it should be a good show.
All right, so next up was the Eternals, November 6th, 2020. Only information I could find on this is the cast, and then there's a piece of concept art that they showed. I don't really know anything about the Eternals personally. I don't know if you
Same.
guys do.
Yeah.
I heard that like they're like some kind of like humans that got like experimented on, and like they can't breed with like actual humans now because of it. Half human, half alien, kind of.
Yeah. All I know is that do you guys remember that big thing that showed in like Guardians of the Galaxy for like a second when they were showing the Infinity Stones?
Yeah.
Like that. Apparently they made the like the little mini Eternals or whatever. I guess they put their powers in like probably like in humans. I guess they're kind of like they're the reason mutants exist.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So they're basically space mutants.
So I guess them doing the Eternals movie is leading into X-Men eventually.
Yeah.
I mean,
It ties with the Kree and the Skrull too,
yeah,
so they might throw in some Captain Marvel in there too.
there's definitely gonna
You know
be
the Inhumans sitting there like word.
there's definitely gonna be a cosmic movie just from like the logo and the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
interested in it for sure. It's like
Yeah.
it's like learning about some of the old like in the early like first 3 phases, learning about some
Yeah.
of those heroes that we didn't know about, like Guardians of the Galaxy and shit. They're doing it again,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
so
I'm so happy they're doing that. Like Guardians was such a shot in the dark. Like they didn't know if it was gonna be
I know.
successful.
I was very skeptical of the first Guardians. I remember it too. I was sitting there like, God, why can't they just do another like Avenger movie? I remember getting out of the movie like,
Exactly.
oh shit, I was wrong. That's why Guardians of the Galaxy is one of my favorite Marvel movies because I talked so much shit about it when it first got announced. I was like, that movie's gonna be hot. Garbage.
I love when they give love and time to shit people probably would not have cared about or like looked up themselves.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
exactly how I felt about Guardians, and that's exactly how I felt about Ant-Man. After
Yeah.
watching those movies, those are probably some of my favorites in the MCU.
I feel like they're going even like more, like maybe not niche, but like more like this is more of like definitely comic book knowledge because I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like some
Definitely.
people would know Guardians, some people would know Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, but I feel
But
like
yeah, the Eternals.
I feel like no like average person is gonna know what the fuck the Eternals
Be like,
are.
what the Eternals? What the fuck?
So the
I
fact
like
that
that Marvel's.
Alright.
the fact that
I like
they
that Marvel's
might,
taking more chances.
yeah,
Mhm.
the fact that they might turn like shit like the Eternals into household names just like they did Ant-Man and all that shit is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Marvel said, y'all gonna go see the movie, so we're just gonna put everybody in here.
true. I mean they got everybody's trust for sure now. Like Marvel could put out a goddamn Squirrel Girl movie and people would trust that it would be amazing.
I'd be there first.
I ain't so sure about Fantastic Four though.
Fantastic Four might be cursed. I don't know.
I feel like people are gonna go into Fantastic Four like very tiptoe, like Jesus Christ, please,
Oh shit. Here we go.
please. Like soon as the movie starts, people will be like, Lord Jesus, please don't let this be bad.
Yeah, there's not even one decent Fantastic Four movie. At least there's decent X-Men movies. Fantastic Four is
I like the first X-Men movie just cause Chris Evans like he carries the movie for me. The Human Torch in those movies. Now the second one I'll say is bad. The new one, we don't talk about the new one.
We don't speak of that.
that new one was
We don't talk about the Black Human Torch.
The Fant Force.
Like who?
The Black Human Torch.
Michael B. Jordan as Black Human Torch. Again.
Black Torch.
Alright, so next we got ShangChi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Who?
Coming out February 12th, 2021. Again, I don't know what the fuck this is about. Apparently the
Alex.
actual Mandarin is gonna be in this one. Like
Yeah.
we got fake Mandarin in Iron Man 3, but actual Mandarin's gonna be in this. Other than
Alex, you know
that,
what's sad?
Other than that, I don't have any information. I don't know what the cast is. I don't know anything about Shang-Chi.
When this movie got announced, Alex, I was just sitting there thinking like, you know, that man Christie is jumping with cheer.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is what he's been. This is what that man been waiting for.
He was so mad when they cast the Ancient One as a white woman.
Ooh.
But this, like I said, I know nothing about this movie. All I know is the Mandarin. All I know is the Ten Rings because the Mandarin was actually a big villain in the this Iron Man cartoon when I was younger. So, other than that, I think Shang-Chi might be. Oh, I think he might be connected to Iron Fist. So maybe they could bring Iron Fist into this movie. I doubt they'll do it.
Ooh.
But I know he trains. I know he's trains with Iron Fist a lot, like a lot. That's all I know. Mandarin, and he's with Iron Fist.
That's actually one thing I'm hopeful for with these new MCU movies is that you don't really you don't necessarily need a movie to introduce, like you don't necessarily need a movie for like you said, Iron Fist. Like you don't need your own Iron Fist movie. You could probably integrate them into somebody else's movie.
Yeah, and people will lose their shit like, oh, this guy from Netflix.
That's why, like,
yeah, especially
that's what I'm
since the
thinking, like,
Netflix series.
Punisher
exists.
maybe with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Oh, or if maybe, or Blade maybe.
But we'll talk about the Netflix series
Yeah.
in a little bit because there's some things going on about that. I guess that's all we have to talk about with Shang-Chi.
Yes. Yeah,
Next we got where am I? Next we got Wanda Vision. Spring 2021 takes place after Endgame. And the events of this series apparently directly tie into Doctor Strange 2, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So
Ooh.
This is the
I feel like the only.
this is the first
Oh,
series
go
that
ahead.
they said directly ties into another movie. So,
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So I think I know how they'll probably bring Vision back. So, cause like, remember when Wanda, God, remember when fuck, what's that girl's name?
Scarlet Witch.
No, Shuri.
Oh,
Remember when Shuri was working on him in Infinity War?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like maybe she got some like memory, cause she was working on him for a minute, but she couldn't finish it. Then she like kind of put it like in a file or something when Corvus Glaive or whatever the dude's name is came and attacked her. So I feel like she might have like a little bit of like memory in there. Like he probably won't be full Vision. Like maybe the series will be about him and her, Wanda and Vision, kind of trying to get those memories back, or maybe his last memory was at Infinity War, so she has to tell him like, oh yeah, Stark's dead, Natasha's dead,
Yikes.
all this time traveling shit's going on. He's just like, what?
I
Like,
wouldn't
what's
want to
going
be
on?
the one to tell Vision that Stark is dead.
Exactly. Hey, Vision, guess your dad's dead.
Your dad's dead.
I'm sorry. This is
I'm not
Spider-Man.
Oh.
This is Spider-Man. Everyone knows who he is now. Thor is up in space.
Yeah,
That's the Guardians.
Spider-Man's your new dad.
Spider-Man just smacks Vision's ass. To work
Chick from outer space came and shit out Thanos.
Peter's got the glasses on and everything.
You work for me now, Vision.
Where's Thanos? Both of them dead. Both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, there was two.
Yeah. Ant-Man. Who's Ant-Man? Look, it's been 5 years. 5 years. Okay, you know what? You can go ahead and put me back under, sweetheart. But yeah, I feel like the whole series, not the whole series, but like maybe the first 2 episodes, just gonna be catching them up to speed. Showing them what's like. Hey, it's been 5 years since you got your dome split.
Yeah, dome
So-
split. That man got a piece of his
lifted.
dome taken out. That man got blown up, brought back to life, and then got his head ripped. A piece of his head ripped off.
They did Vision dirty in the Infinity War.
They really did.
They depowered that man
Mm-hmm.
and killed him twice. Come on.
Man.
But no, I'm excited for one. I'm glad that Vision is coming back. Honestly,
I'm not too
I'm very
familiar
glad
with
he's back.
Vision, like comics wise and all. So
Yeah.
has he been brought back before? And
Yeah.
how did they do it?
Well, Thanos has ripped that man's chest open before.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the comics, he like reaches inside his chest and like pulls out all the wires, and he turns into like this. Stark rebuilds him, but he turns into this really like white version of, like he's more of a grayish like Vision. So
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's
I know
not
Gray
as
Vision.
he's not as aware. So I'm thinking that's where they're going with, because when he was brought back, he wasn't really aware. He didn't know he was an Avenger. They just kind of had to ease him back into being an Avenger. So that's how they brought him back. So I'm thinking that's what they're doing with this series.
I see.
Plus, after that, I guess Vision can have kids, cause he
Yeah,
had
he does have kids in one of his comics.
he has
like a
kids
whole
with
Vision
Wanda.
family.
Yeah, that's one of them. Then he has a kid who has Wanda's powers, and then he actually has another kid who has Quicksilver's powers. So if they do that, that'd be
Aw.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's all I know about Vision, Wanda. That's for all we know, the whole series could just have no Vision.
Yeah, that is true. They could just
It's
be
all
calling
just
it that.
flashbacks and hallucination.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You never know what they're gonna do. So next we got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Scarlet Witch is gonna have a main role in this movie. Nightmare's gonna be the villain, and this is supposedly gonna be the first scary MCU movie.
I cannot wait for this movie.
Oh, and it comes out May 7th, 2021.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm
The madness of
I'm
I'm
mad
so
excited for
for
this
this
one.
movie.
I'm mad
the
excited.
multiverse of madness. The shit they can pull with this movie.
Yeah, especially since it's gonna
Oh
be
my God.
scary. It's gonna be a scary movie. I'm ready.
Exactly. That as soon as
Marvel
I
taking
heard that
chances.
they're taking horror elements and putting them into this movie, they just like strap me down to a chair and just force me to watch this movie, please.
If they
I need-
do anything like they did in Far From Home, that whole like
Yeah.
The shit
sequence.
with Mysterio. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That was kind of horror-esque in itself. So
Yeah.
I just picture this movie as being that times 10.
But
Mhm.
and then multiverses, like they can really get it started now.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
teased it in Far
They
From Home.
definitely-
They tickled our balls in Far From Home with it.
They tickled our balls and then didn't finish it.
Exactly. They blue balled us in Far From Home.
Exactly. Soon as that man Beck was lying, I was like, shit, no multiverse. All right then. But yeah, Madness. Madness is probably one of the only Doctor Strange villains I actually know, because he's more of like, I think he's more of like an underworld thing. I think he's like more of a demon. I think.
I didn't even know that was a villain. I just thought that was the name. I don't
No,
even know who
Nightmare.
Nightmare is either.
Yeah, if you look up Nightmare, he's somebody. He's a. I think. Oh, you know what? No, that was actually never mind. That was actually the devil. Because I remember Peter Parker had to make a deal with the devil to get his identity back in the comics. So I wonder if that's who he's gonna. Nah, I doubt it.
Ooh.
I doubt it.
Mm.
Maybe
I mean, it's
Maybe.
a possibility.
That's some,
he did
that's
make
some next
he
level
did,
thing.
he did make a serious deal with the devil to get his memory back. I forgot what the deal was, but he did it where in Civil War when Aunt May kept getting attacked, he was like, you know what, fuck this, and he made a deal.
Interesting.
I wonder if that's who he's gonna make the deal with.
No, I'm really excited to see what's gonna be happening going forward.
I can't wait. I think that's my most anticipated movie.
I feel like this movie is probably gonna be the one where we get our first glimpse of the next big baddie.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, probably.
I feel like this is
I
gonna be
wanted
the
to-
one.
I want it to be Galactus,
Oh god, please.
but they're not going to because
Yeah, I don't think
Fantastic Four is not coming. not
we're
yet.
gonna get Galactus until after this baddie.
Maybe Kane the Conqueror then.
Yeah, could be. They were fucking with time. They were
Warlock
fucking
was
with
sick
time.
too.
Yeah.
They just bring Thanos back. Bro would just come out. Look, we're not gonna have a villain better than Thanos. So y'all just gonna get 5 more years of Thanos if that's okay with y'all. For the love of God, please. We don't have no one else in our arsenal. We should have saved this man Thanos for last.
Hey, but look, we bringing both Thanos back. So now you get Thanos.
Hey look, y'all know the multiple timelines? Y'all getting 15 Thanoses with 15 Infinity Gauntlets. How y'all like that? I mean, don't matter. Y'all gonna pay to see it. Y'all gonna pay to see it. Y'all pay to see let's be honest, we'd pay to see 15 Thanoses on screen fighting the Avengers. Come on now.
I'd pay to see 15 Thanoses fighting the Avengers. That sounds fun.
You'd pay to see the Avengers fucking lose again. You know you would, cause I would.
And the Avengers would definitely lose in that case. They almost lost again in Endgame.
They really did.
Yeah.
They really almost lost again. The Avengers
They
kind
really-
of the Avengers kind of ass.
Spider-Man just sitting on a ledge. Wait a minute. Hold on a damn minute. We gotta suck. We almost lost. They did almost lose again. That's terrifying.
That man Thanos was no joke. That's what I'm curious to see who's gonna be next because I gotta find somebody to top Thanos. Thanos won once. He won, and then he almost won again. So how do they top that?
I don't know. You gotta find somebody who, I hate to say it, you gotta find somebody who like kills off a good chunk of, well shit, Thanos killed off like half the universe, so now even.
It's true.
You gotta find somebody who kills off a good chunk of the Avengers and they know that, like, people know they're staying dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Like not coming back in the next 2 movies, but no, like, nope, they're dead. This man just killed them.
Yeah, I feel like that's the way it's gotta be done.
I wonder, like, I wonder if Marvel ever is gonna end. Cause like, I mean, I feel like they got movies. Cause they haven't even started making Fantastic Four yet, and that don't seem like it's coming to like 2025. So I wonder if they're ever gonna get to a point where like, okay, this is the big bad we're doing. This is the final movie. We're gonna make it like 4 or 5 hours. This is it. We're done.
Dude,
But
Marvel's got the train rolling out. Like they just got content upon content to
I
like
know.
look at and
They've
like
got-
use as material.
yeah,
feel
they
like-
got decades of comics, so they
Yeah.
probably will never stop. Honestly,
I feel like eventually maybe they'll stop with like this, with like making multiple movies to form into like a full package. I feel like maybe eventually they'll stop that and just do a bunch of one-offs. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like they'll keep
Maybe.
making Marvel movies forever, but I don't know if they'll keep doing like this forever, like the Infinity Saga type shit forever. Because that's
Yeah,
a
'cause
lot
we're
of
in a-
fucking work.
it is to. I feel like to do that and keep continuity of everything, and make sure one movie doesn't fuck up another movie. Like I feel like that's hard, and they've already kind of slipped and done that a few times, like with Spider-Man Spider-Man Homecoming, and like the other Avenger movies. Like they had to go back and tell Sony, like, look, y'all fucked up the timeline a little bit, but we gonna help y'all out.
Because I mean,
Like-
because Kevin Feige's the one that does all this shit. So when Kevin Feige's done, I feel like that's when this is gonna be done, and they're just gonna do
Yeah.
one-offs.
That's actually kind of funny. Like at the end of Endgame, one of my like nitpicks was like, okay, so it's just very convenient that half of the people in Peter's school were snapped in. Far From Home was like, oh yeah, you're right, they were.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of. I mean, I was wondering when they first did the snap, how are they gonna bring people? Are they gonna age in there? But I feel like Marvel just kind of like they're just kind of like, look, just believe it. Just gonna put everybody
roll
back.
with it.
Yeah.
What about people that were in planes? I don't worry about that.
I feel like they could do a Disney Plus series showing like, then they could just call it The Blip or something, and then show like maybe like each episode could be like a different person's story to show how it really affected everything.
Oh, that could be one. That could be one of the What If stories that we'll be talking about soon. I can't wait for that fucking series either, dude.
Yeah. So we could get to What If. Let's move on to Loki, which has the ugliest fucking
Loki.
Did you see them roasting the fucking font?
It was
I feel so
fucking
sorry
good.
for Tom
All of them.
Hiddleston. He's just like,
Now,
why
this
my
logo
show?
looks ass, but someone like did bring up a good point. Loki is the what is it, god of mischief?
Mischief.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like this logo being all over the place is in character form. That don't change the fact that it looks ass though.
True.
Yeah.
This comes out spring 2021, and it will follow Loki. This is what I was talking about when I said this. Black Widow and something else is the only ones that go back in the past, but this technically goes into a different timeline. This is gonna follow the 2012 timeline after he escapes with the Tesseract in Endgame.
Yep.
Ooh.
So I wonder if I feel like this movie's definitely gonna tie into something later on.
Oh yeah. Knowing Loki, he's probably gonna either fuck with the next big bad or he's gonna work with them or something. Which someone I
That is true.
watched
'Cause
like a
that is true because this Loki is
He's still
fresh.
evil.
Yeah, this is fresh off being trying to take over a world, Loki.
this is fresh thrown across the room by a Hulk Loki, so you know he's still upset.
Yeah, so we're not gonna be seeing
Yeah.
our goody Loki. We gonna be
Yeah.
seeing some bad Loki.
So I wonder so you know how they said the timeline isn't really connected, but it's more of like a branching type universe type thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if this Loki is going to go to Thanos because unless because I'm trying to think, is the Thanos that came back that Thanos or is it the Guardians of the Galaxy Thanos? Because that Thanos was the one who like took Nebula. But since they're different timelines, is that 2012 one still alive or is he?
I guess it just depends
What's going
on like the actual like when was Guardians of the Galaxy? Was Guardians of the Galaxy 2012?
Guardians of the Galaxy came out.
Right?
Yeah, 2014, because it came out right before Age of Ultron, which was 2015. Yeah, it came out the year before, so 2014.
Okay, so so Thanos should still be alive then.
Yeah, their Thanos should still be alive. It's crazy how 2014 doesn't have to worry about their Thanos even coming.
That is a
Which
good
means Tony's
question.
alive.
I wonder.
Yeah,
Damn, this timeline shit already getting messy. And we
I'm
haven't
saying
seen-
I hate that they did timelines like that because they might as well just call them multiverses then, not timelines.
Yeah.
Right.
No, bro,
Yeah, this is gonna be.
my brain hurt thinking about these movies.
Yeah, I wonder where this is gonna go then. What the fuck?
Because that Thanos is technically still alive. So if he decides to come to the past, shit, he ain't got no way to though, because he don't know about the pin particles.
Yeah, that
He ain't got-
Thanos doesn't know anything.
Never mind.
The Thanos he would
The-
potentially be going
so the
to, but
Tesseract was the one that was holding the Mind Stone or Space Stone.
The Space Stone.
Okay, so
Because he
Thanos
could
would have
teleport,
that shit early then.
That is if Loki brings it back to him.
Yeah,
That is
because
true.
Loki,
That is true.
Loki probably is just traveling the galaxy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because technically Loki did fail, so who knows if he would want to go back to him.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have to see.
Yep.
Disney know what they doing, I guess.
Yeah.
Now.
Next we got the What If series.
Yes.
Summer 2021. This is another Disney Plus. I probably should have been saying what's Disney Plus series. Loki was a Disney Plus. Wanda Vision's a Disney Plus. What If is a Disney Plus. It's gonna be the first animated series in the MCU. Jeffrey Wright's gonna voice the Watcher, who is gonna be narrating everything. And
Also, he's like the Crypt Keeper of sorts.
yeah, and then many of the actors across the MCU are gonna reprise their roles as voice talent.
Yes.
That's
So
awesome.
I cannot wait for this show. I honestly cannot wait.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I love this idea.
So in this
Oh,
picture,
yeah.
the What If logo, I don't have the tweet, but somebody zoomed in on it, and you could see Red Skull,
Zombie?
Captain America, or
Oh.
Zombie. I can't tell if it's Zombie or Red Skull. It's one of the two. So,
I think that might be Zombie.
they do
Or
Zombie.
it could be Red Skull.
They do Zombie Avengers. I'd be surprised. I mean, I feel like the What If series is the only way that they would do
I mean,
zombie.
they teased it
Avengers.
in they teased zombies in Far From Home. Doctor Strange is gonna be their quote unquote first scary movie. I feel like Marvel is taking way more chances now.
I don't know about a zombie movie though.
No, not a zombie movie, but just like zombie something.
Acknowledging it.
Yeah, like in the What Ifs.
Oh yeah, and the What If, yeah, I can see it in the What If for sure.
Yeah, like a full What If. Not nothing too radar. They're not gonna show them like ripping people apart, but just
Yeah. I'm also curious to like how long this series is gonna run, because I feel like every series we've talked about, every like Disney Plus series we've talked about before this is probably just gonna be like maybe one season. Especially WandaVision's probably just gonna be one season.
Mm-hmm.
Falcon might be more than one. Loki might be
Yeah.
more than one. Depending on what happens, but I feel like this
yeah,
one
who
could go on
knows?
forever. Like they could
who
do
knows how many
hella
seasons each show is gonna get.
This could totally go for as long as they want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be quite honest.
I'm gonna get some cereal. So if you guys hear some crunching, that's me. About to get some Oreos.
The Oreos.
Oreos. Y'all ever had Oreos? This stream is sponsored by Oreos.
It's
Get them at
not.
the store.
It's not. Don't go buy those.
Get them while they hot.
I think what made me happy the most about this piece of news was just hearing that the actors would reprise their roles,
Yeah.
when there's an episode that involves them, because that's something I rarely see at all. Like
Yeah.
actors coming back for TV shows or projects like this, they usually get somebody that's like a sound alike, or it's just that they got better shit to do.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what the animation's gonna look like. I wonder if they're gonna change it
That
every
too.
episode or if it's gonna be consistent throughout.
I really hope it's not one of them shows that make the cartoons look exactly like the actors, because I don't want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Like the new Avengers game's doing, just making it look like the MCU.
I feel like they won't do that because it is What If, so
yeah.
Oh.
I feel like you can't. I feel like it takes a lot of money to use the likeness too.
yeah,
Yeah.
they already paying for the voices. It's not like
Yeah.
Disney doesn't have an endless pool of money to swim in,
Right.
but still.
It will be interesting.
Yeah. I guess that's it on What If. Next we got the second ugliest logo, Hawkeye. Apparently
the iCarly logo.
yeah, this is also a Disney Plus series. Fall 2021. It's gonna introduce Kate Bishop, which I'm assuming is his daughter.
Yeah.
So
I think that was the one.
He was
The bow
training
and arrow
at
on
the beginning, Endgame.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I wonder how far ahead this is gonna be then. Cause
Well, in the comics, I know she's like a teenager, so
she's
maybe not that far ahead.
Because I mean, I don't think she's a teenager in Endgame, and she got vanished. So she's definitely
That's
still the
also
same
true.
age. 5 years definitely did not pass for her. I don't know. It's kind of funny
No,
that
no.
Black Widow gets her own movie, but Hawkeye just
He
gets a
gets a
series.
TV show.
Jeremy went up to Kevin Feige. Hey, look, can I get a movie? Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't nobody really. No, say it. No, look, don't nobody really. Say it, Kevin. Don't nobody really care about your story, man.
You could get to
You're a guy with a
seriousness
bow and
about
arrow.
Nobody goes to
Look.
Target and gets their kids a Hawkeye toy now. Come on.
it.
Jimmy Ridge starting to cry. What you mean?
I will say I liked
Look.
his little scene as a Ronin in Endgame though.
Yeah. Oh, we could get some Ronin in this series.
So I mean, if we get more of that in his series, I'm down for it.
Jerry, is the only reason I'm getting a series is because Arrow's ending.
Damn. They
no.
could touch on like how
No.
he's like coping with Black Widow's death.
True.
Like a
Oh
little bit.
yeah. You could. Fuck, damn it.
You good, bro? Don't choke on the Oreos.
I'm trying to joke because I want to say something. Ah!
Oh no.
And down.
Not on the
So just
Oreos.
coming to this nigga just died on the street.
Just some Oreo O's.
Did that nigga just choke and die on some Oreos?
Yeah, lawsuit at the bets go.
Kellogg's just tweeted you, hey, don't affiliate us.
We just want to come in and clarify we did not sponsor the stream. We don't even know if he was actually eating Oreos. I guess
They
that's all
sound like
for
Cinnamon Toast Crunch to me.
that's all for Hawkeye. We don't know. I mean, I'll watch it, but you know,
Definitely.
Yeah.
it's Hawkeye.
I feel like that's the more of like, yeah, I'll watch it type of the series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next we have the only remaining member of the Avengers, Thor, Love and Thunder,
yeah.
November
Thor.
5th, 2021. It's gonna be based on the Mighty Thor, and Natalie Portman's gonna reprise her role as Jane Foster and be female Thor.
Female Thor.
That man,
So at first,
I was feeling some type of way about that one.
I was at first, but apparently she dies of cancer. So I don't think she's replacing.
Really?
Yeah, like in the comics, she dies of cancer. So I
Damn.
don't think
Yeah.
she's replacing Chris Hemsworth. I think she's just gonna be female Thor in the movie.
You got the power of the God of Thunder, and you died of cancer.
Because I know
Oh, no,
Chris
fat.
Hemsworth
What
said
kind
he's.
of god are you?
I know Chris Hemsworth said he's down to do these forever. So that's why I was confused at first when they said she's gonna be female Thor. I was like, so they getting rid of him? But apparently, I don't know if
wasn't,
they'll do that in the actual movie, but that's supposedly
Yeah.
what happens.
I wasn't mad that we were getting a female Thor. Like, I don't, like, doesn't matter. We're getting new faces anyway. I was mad because all the shit Natalie Portman was talking about Marvel when she first did the 2 movies.
And then she
True.
saw
Now
that
she's magically
paycheck.
bad. She was talking mad shit about Marvel. Like, oh, I don't want my kids to see me in this type of role. I'm like, but you came back for the fucking money, didn't you?
She saw how much them paychecks were for these movies.
Yeah.
Right.
They said she saw Endgame and was like, wait a
Cancer
minute.
stronger than Thanos. All right, Cross. All right, Cross. I'm interested in this movie. This movie, like Glum said, this definitely got probably one of the best logos.
Mhm.
So, oh god, yeah.
Oh,
So,
God.
there was a theory that's very interesting. So, it's a theory that she'll get like Mjolnir, like the original Mjolnir in this movie, right?
Mhm.
She'll fight with Thor in this movie. Like they'll have their like power duo with him with his axe and her with the actual hammer. And it was this theory at the end of the movie. She'll be like, "Oh, I don't think I am worthy for this," or something else will happen when she gives Thor back his original hammer, and Thor gives the axe hammer to a Beta Ray Bill in the after credit.
That'd be cool.
Because Beta Ray Bill, he is in this universe. They showed him in Ragnarok,
Did they?
or rather, he's one of the champions. If you look on like the side of like the mountain where all those faces, Beta Ray Bill's face is on there as one of the old champions.
Oh, all right. Yeah, because he definitely does become Thor at one point. Yeah, I'm interested
Especially
in this
what
movie. I feel
Tessa
like,
Thompson gonna have herself a queen in this movie, apparently.
oh yeah, they're gonna finally like come out with it and say that she's gay. I feel
What a
like
surprise.
I feel like if Multiverse of Madness is the thing that teases the big baddie, I feel like the Thor movie is gonna be the one that like puts it in our face and is like, yeah, this is our next threat, type of thing.
hmm Now my thing is, which I think is everybody's thing, is this before like Guardians 3 or like I wonder what's going on there?
That's a good question. I mean, Guardians 3 is not in Phase 4 anywhere, so I wonder.
No.
The Guardians gotta be in this movie then, because Thor is with them right now.
Mm-hmm. And like I wonder if this movie is going to take place on Earth because there is no Asgard no more.
That is also
Really?
true.
New Asgard, some mountain village.
Yeah, I wonder.
The movie just opens.
That's a
The
good
movie just
question.
opens up with someone going to Tesla Tops and be like, "Hey, Thor's ex-girlfriend, right? Yeah, she has cancer. Oh, you think you can do something to help her? I mean,
Miracle worker.
I might got some medicine. I mean, shit.
The Asgardian meds.
She just pop a pill in her mouth. Here, take this.
Kills her
I'm
instantly.
cured. Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's a good question, because all that shit with the whole James Gunn stuff got Guardians 3 mad delayed, so it's not even coming out in this phase.
Kevin Feige probably like, shit, we kind of fucked this whole storyline up. We're firing this man.
You fucked up Phase 4. Thanks, Twitter.
Exactly.
So
James Gunn said this in the past. Fire him.
Guardians got to be in this movie then.
Mm-hmm.
At least in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all think we're gonna get Fat Thor again?
Hope so.
I would honestly think so.
Yeah. He just magically loses weight.
That's what I originally thought at the end of Endgame, where he got his suit back. Like, I thought when he turned back into, when he put on his armor again, I thought he just magically lost the weight, but no.
No, that man was big bellied.
He was still thick Thor. He was out there.
Yeah.
He was out there thick kicking ass.
He was.
That extra
get your ass kicked by a thick man.
That extra thickness almost got his chest. Almost got an axe in his chest. If he wasn't
that was protecting his chest.
If he
that thickness.
If he wasn't that thick though, it would have taken Thanos another extra minute to get that axe in. No.
Oh, God of Thunder there.
It is crazy. They had to make that man fat in Endgame because if you got fit Thor wielding 2 hammers, do you really need the other Avengers?
I mean, he almost killed Thanos in Infinity War.
Man,
Yeah.
The dude was just aiming for the head.
Yeah. So if Thor was in sound shape and mind, this movie wouldn't have been a question. Thanos would have came back and got his ass whooped.
Better see a training montage though. If he does lose the weight,
Training montage.
even with the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy people, they fucking make it hilarious too.
that'd be hilarious. Training montage. Just put the Rocky music in there too.
Right. Just Quill's own little playlist.
That seems exactly like a joke they would make in this movie, actually.
It fits.
Do it, Marvel. I know you're listening.
They're just clowning Peter for his music taste. Man.
I really wanted to see. I don't know if I want to see Guardians 3 before this or not, because it would have made more sense to have Guardians 3 then Thor 3, then Thor 4, because you'd be like, oh well, he obviously leaves the Guardians at the end, but with this one, again, Marvel know what they're doing. Like, I'm not doubting them, but it is interesting to see how they're going to be like, okay, yeah, Thor was with the Guardians, now he's here. If they just start the movie with him, not with the Guardians, I'm be like, okay, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because if they do this whole...
explaining where they are.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that. I hope Thor 4 doesn't come out and he's by himself, and then when we get Guardians 3, he's back with them, and then they explain all that shit.
Yeah.
That's just asking.
Guardians 3 is before Thor 4. Don't do that.
They already got enough confusing shit going on. They don't need to be doing that.
Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's it for Thor 4. I forgot that this was actually the 4th Thor movie. So Thor's the only other hero besides Iron Man. Wait, no, Iron Man didn't get a 4th movie. Thor's the only hero to get 4 movies. Iron Man only got 3. So that's pretty cool. And then at the end they talked.
Civil War don't count.
Yeah, and then they hinted at some stuff. Phase 5. I have
Mhm.
I have here written Phase 5 / quote in development because apparently they just said all of these are in development.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's only 2 movies on here that we know are further along than just in development. We got Captain Marvel 2, Black Panther 2,
Yep.
X-Men and Fantastic Four. Those are all like, the quote in development. And then the 2 movies that we know like more about and have actually, well, we've seen shit for one, and then the other one has been around for a while, so we know shit about it. There's Guardians 3, and then Blade. They actually showed us a logo for it.
Yes.
And Blade's gonna be starring the dude that plays, I think, Cottonmouth and Luke Cage. So this is
Mhm.
Yeah.
this is why I wanted to save talking about the Netflix series. So if he's playing Blade now, I guess that just means they're just retconning the
Yeah. Netflix Marvel series don't count.
yeah, which is weird because
And
they've
they
never
go
done that
Cage.
for anything. Like
I mean, but they ever explicitly said that the Netflix series like tied into the MCU in any way, shape, or form though?
they
Well-
didn't, but some of the shows, the
Yeah.
Netflix shows reference stuff that happens in the MCU.
Yeah, like they do it kind of like that's the one thing I don't like about Netflix shows when they say an incident, like they'll say like for the first Avengers movie, the Battle of New York, they'll say, "Oh, the big incident."
Yeah, they're vague as shit about it.
Yeah, like if you didn't know anything about Marvel, the movies, you can watch this. Oh, and then they'll say something like they'll say like Jessica Jones. She said there was a woman complaining about her house being destroyed in the first season of Jessica Jones, and she's like, "Oh, take it up with the guy guy with the shield or the big green guy." I'm like, just say the fucking names.
Yeah, and
We all know who they are.
in Jessica Jones
Just say the
season,
goddamn names.
I recently watched Jessica Jones season 1. They reference Hulk like 3 different times in that, but they
Yes.
never say his name. They just call him Giant Green Guy.
I wish I was on the set so I could be like Hulk, just in the background.
Talk.
So I guess the Netflix series no longer matter.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah.
like 8-Bit said. Who knows if they even did to begin with?
Yeah. I know the dude who plays Daredevil. When he did an interview, they asked him, "So what's going on with Daredevil?" He said, he was like, "I legally cannot tell you." So I'm not sure if that means he's still working on, if he's still doing something, or if he's still like kind of under some contract.
Yeah.
Who knows? I feel maybe I don't know. With these Disney streaming service, I don't know if they'll bring them back.
Yeah.
I feel like they won't, just because I feel like this Disney streaming service really wants to have their site like PG.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I'm pretty sure
who
they said
knows?
they're not gonna put any rated R content
Yeah.
out there, which
Who
is
knows?
weird because they also said they're trying to decide between putting Deadpool in a Spider-Man movie or giving him his own series. So
Don't give that man his own series. Don't.
Mhm. Make him the Stan Lee cameo. That's the campaign I'm running with.
Too.
that would be cool.
Don't even let him fight in the movies. Just let him always have a cameo in Marvel.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Marvel, listen to me.
I can't. I'm still surprised that they're doing Blade.
Right. It's been so long since I've heard of anything Blade that up until
I'm saying.
now I completely forgot that he was even like a Marvel.
Yeah, so did I. Forgot he was
Idea.
Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So
I really wish they had
Oh,
casted the dude from The Force Awakens, but this is also a very good choice.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name though.
Like
yeah,
Finn or
sorry.
something like that.
Yeah, him, Finn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Damn it.
I know his last. I think his last
John
name.
Boyega.
Yeah, I was gonna
John
say.
Boyega.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
his last name is Boyega. I know that.
We'll be casting Jaden Smith as Blade.
What?
I'm mad they cast.
Ew.
I'm mad they cast Blade as someone that looks so much like Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, they did.
They
Well,
They
you
definitely
know
did that
what?
on purpose.
They did that joint on purpose.
Yeah.
Is how old is Wesley Snipes? Could he have been Blade still?
I can look it up real quick.
How old is he?
Gotta
Gotta
be
be
in
in
the
the
60s, 50s, or 60s.
God
He's
damn, this man
56.
56.
Yeah, he.
Okay, I feel like
He not looking too hot from these
I
pictures.
feel like if he was younger, they would have definitely.
He's not
Don't disrespect Wesley Snipes like that, bro.
Let me look at him.
He not looking too hot. I'm gonna put the image in the podcast shit
Don't
chat.
disrespect him like that.
Boy. Oh shit.
That's my Blade.
That's my Blade.
You can see the gap tooth from outer space.
Chill on him.
How is Gap Tooth off center?
Wesley, no!
Ew, what is this image? Somebody photoshopped his face onto Black Panther.
I see it.
God.
Why you gotta have glasses on?
Man.
Disgusting.
Oh man, no. Wesley. I guess
They probably-
I mean, maybe he'll have a cameo or something.
He gotta have a
Maybe.
cameo at least. Let him be a vampire.
That'd be cool.
Ooh.
That'd be cool. That'd be a good cameo for him.
They're bringing in vampires. That means fucking that one Spider-Man villain can be in the MCU.
I heard some shit about like Sony's using that villain though, like a Jared Leto movie.
Get rid of it. No one wants to see fucking Jared Leto in anything.
Sony need to stop. Sony need to just let Marvel do what
Stick
they
to
gotta do.
animated Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Sony
you know
need
what's
to stop.
sad? Sony will
They're cucking us out of what was that vampire's name?
I can't remember.
Mordo or something.
I think it's Morbius.
Morbius.
Morbius?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I'd
cucking us
rather
out
see
of
Johnny
him and
Depp in
Venom.
Morbius than Jared
Man.
Leto.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that'd
they're
be nice.
Sony's fucking us out of all the symbiote.
Yeah.
We can't.
They really are.
They're
We
using.
could,
this,
we could have.
They use like
Man.
5 symbiotes in the Venom movie.
Like Sony, listen to me. Come closer.
I know you're listening.
Let
Sony.
him-
Listen to what this man got to say.
Let him have one fucking symbiote. Let him have Venom. Come on now. Come. We're in the dawn of age. We're in the age where we accept multiverses. It's not that hard for people to realize the MCU Venom will be different from your Venom.
Mm-hmm.
Give us Venom.
Although MCU
Please.
Flash Thompson Venom would be kind of cursed. I don't know if I'd want to see that.
Oh no.
I wouldn't mind. I can't even remember the dude's name that plays Venom in Venom.
Eddie Brock?
No, I can't
Oh,
remember.
you mean actor's
Tom,
name?
Yeah,
Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't
seeing-
mind him being
I
Venom
would-
still in the MCU.
Yeah, I loved him as Venom. He did.
Yeah,
He did such
And
a
he
good
talks-
job in the movie.
and he
Yeah.
plays Venom himself too. Like he does the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Hardy carried that movie. Fucking Woody Harrelson. If Sony, I know you're listening still. If you're gonna make that Venom 2 and Carnage, get that fucking wig off Woody Harrelson.
Bro, that was terrible, bro.
Get that wig off of what just dyed a man's hair red.
That nigga looked directly into the camera and said, "There's gonna be carnage to pay," and then winked. Like
He did not wink.
he might
He-
he might as well have. He might as
It
well
was
have.
another
That was a
camera.
medical
Go see
disorder.
Venom 2 in theaters 2025.
He definitely might as well have.
Man.
You know what's sad? So Sony, from a business standpoint, they're never gonna let Spider-Man go. They
They're not.
know that's too
Yeah.
much money.
Spider-Man's the biggest hero in the world.
He is.
Spider-Man alone.
Actually, Batman is.
Spider-Man alone can generate as much money as all the heroes that the Marvel is using right now.
I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody,
But yeah.
there's not one. If you could find one person in this world that
God.
does not like Spider-Man,
Man.
I'm saying.
Fuck Sony, bro. We could have had a good Spider-Man 3. Sam Raimi, he just wanted. All he wanted to do was do a Sandman, but Sony was like, "Nah, you gotta put Venom
I
in
know.
that bitch."
Yeah,
You
but-
That
gotta
man
put
Sam.
Goblin
I
in that
recently watched a
bitch.
video about that man Sam Raimi. It's so sad that they forced him to do all that
yeah,
shit.
they said put Venom in that bitch and put New Goblin in that bitch. Like,
He
relax.
wanted to make Spider-Man 4 to ease the pain of Spider-Man 3, and Sony was like, you know what, we're gonna do Andrew Garfield
Yeah.
Spider-Man, which I like Andrew Garfield. I really do. I rewatched Amazing Spider-Man 2. Amazing Spider-Man 1 I loved it. I love Amazing Spider-Man
Yeah,
1.
I like Amazing
Amazing-
Spider-Man 1. I like 1.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, they made the same fucking. How do you make the same mistake
They
twice,
actually-
Sony? Three fucking villains, Sony. Come on now.
Like the entire movie, and then at the very end, Rhino, New Goblin again.
They fucking advertised Rhino so many fucking. I remember seeing Rhino in every fucking TV spot and
Goodness
trailer,
gracious.
being like, "This man Rhino's gonna have a fucking amazing scene," and then they fucking put him in the end of it.
That
Then he
scene,
got the fucking nerve to make the Sinister Six, and I didn't realize this back then. I thought it was so cool to see Doc Ock's tentacles. It's not, cause Octavius didn't fucking make them.
oh yeah, Oscorp make.
Yeah.
He didn't make them.
No,
They weren't attached to his back. They were
that scene
bro.
at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Rhino was the best scene in the entire movie.
It was the only scene I like in Spider-Man 2. Well, I mean, like I don't despise it, but this web swinging through the city. That's really cool. That's actually a really cool scene with him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hate. I like the scenes with Electro, but the scene where he's like going through the coils and Electro's doing like the itsy bitsy spider thing. That was pretty cool. I think where the movie lost me was with Harry Goblin.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
I don't know. Harry's Goblin was something, man.
Sony really did make the same mistake twice.
How do you make the same mistake? Like you see 3 villains. You know what? I want MCU to fucking put fucking the Sinister Six in Spider-Man 3 and be like, look, Sony, this is how you do it. This is how you fucking do it.
Double the amount of villains Sony's trying to do and be like, this is how y'all do it.
Yeah.
I like to think that,
back, bitch.
I like to think that in Spider-Man 3, like, as soon as Sony told Sam Raimi to put all these villains in here, like, he was like, alright, fine. And he purposely made that bitch terrible just to spite them.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's like, oh, you wanted Venom? I'll give you Venom.
He probably did. That man hated directing Spider-Man 3. I mean, he didn't hate it, but
He had a vision for it and they ruined his vision. I could definitely see why he would be pissed.
You guys want to hear something funny? Apparently that man, Tobey Maguire, is a bitch to work with.
Oof.
I wouldn't be surprised from that clip.
You,
Oh, with him yelling and shit?
Yeah. Get the fuck out of the way, motherfuckers! There's cars there!
Get the fuck out of the way! I can't see! There are cars there, motherfucker! Get out of his way, he's got cars there! Just back up, get out of the way! He's got cars there. He just kept repeating everything that. Get out the way, there's cars there!
That video is hilarious, bro. Alright, go ahead.
There was an interview with do you guys remember the first Spider-Man when he fought Flash Thompson in the hallway?
Yeah.
One of the like camera guys went up to that man and said, "We will pay you $100 to actually punch that man in the face."
Jesus.
No Flash Thompson actor?
Yeah, like to actually like accidentally punch that man in the face. But Flash Thompson, of course, was like, "I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get fired immediately."
What a gentleman.
But apparently Tobey Maguire is impossible to work with.
I've also heard the name
Damn.
about
Tobey Maguire finna Tobey Maguire.
Which when I heard that, I was sitting there like, shit, maybe we won't get that Spider-Verse live action movie.
Tobey Maguire finna bully the Miles Morales actor. He's gonna bully Tom Holland. He's gonna bully Andrew Garfield.
All it takes is for that man Tobey Maguire to like come out and say that he bullied Tom Holland. That man's whole career is over with. People aren't having it. Not Tom Holland. Not our boy. Shit, not even Andrew Garfield. I thought Andrew Garfield actually fight that man.
I could definitely see Andrew Garfield throwing hands with that man.
Bitch!
You want my... He's a British, right?
Yeah. Tom Holland. Corey, stop!
To be honest, I can see Tom Holland throw his hands with him too. You see how Tom Holland did those dudes that was pushing all up against that gate?
Oh
and,
yeah,
smushing that
yeah.
girl. That man said, "I'm gonna smack your shit out of your hand." I was like, "Oh."
I mean, look, that man was just trying to sign an autograph. He's like, "If you push that fucking girl, man, I'm gonna knock your shit on the ground."
that man was about to throw. That man was about to throw hands with his fans.
I'm Spider-Man. I'll beat the fuck out of y'all. Who would you rather throw hands with? Tobey Maguire, Andrew, or Tom?
I don't know. Tom Holland's kind of built.
Tom Holland probably got hands, so I don't want to mess with
that. Man kind of built.
He really is.
Toby's the oldest, so I'll fight.
Couches in that Final Fantasy 14 commercial.
Yeah, that man was like lifting up the couch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine.
Them workouts with Jake Gyllenhaal probably stacked.
Stop.
I feel like every Spider-Man needs to have a clip of him where he's like cursing out his fans. I don't think Andrew has one.
Yeah. That's like that's a Spider-Man curse or something where it's like if you take up the role of Spider-Man, you will eventually curse out a fan or coworker.
it'd be funny. This be funny if Sony did this. They just like animated a scene with like Miles being out in the street and he just curses out some random thing. But Sony not that smart. They don't know advertising.
Sony don't know anything.
Man, Sony gotta give Sony props. So they did animate. I mean, they give out the best Spider-Man movie we've had yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only good animated movie their animation studio has ever put out. There's not one good
I like the
fucking...
they do Hotel Transylvania, don't they?
I like the Hotel Transylvania movies. I will admit the third one was kind of...
I didn't know they make those movies. I heard the first one.
The third movie, I can't remember if it was the second or third movie, but either way, those movies were like, they were fine entertainment, but they were not needed at all.
No, the third one definitely wasn't needed. Especially it was one of those cruise movies where they go somewhere else. I'm like, nah, I'm okay.
Because I'm thinking about that second movie where like Dracula was like taking care of like his grandson or some shit like that.
Oh, that's the second one. Yeah. Yeah, the second one wasn't really needed. Not really. You could watch the first Transylvania movie and be like, yeah, that's it, and somebody be like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
They animated that Smurfs movie, which was okay. It was much better than the live action ones. Yeah.
Let's not forget.
What else did they?
Let's not forget their ultimate sin.
Stop. You don't need to bring it up. I could not watch that movie. Like you, Alex, you know me. I can watch any movie. I can sit up and watch any movie and say it's good. Shit, I still defend Avatar to this day. I know it's a bad movie.
The Last Airbender?
I know it's garbage.
I'm about to fight you.
I know it's garbage. I know it's garbage. But goddamn, I was sitting with my mom and we were watching the Emoji Movie. And we could watch any animated movie. We don't care. We were sitting there. I think we got like a good 10 minutes in, and we were like, okay, we gotta turn this off. It was Emoji. I know it's been said before. Emoji Movie is just product placement. The movie. That's all it is. Like they could at least put some effort into it.
Yeah.
And then Disney, being the assholes they are, came out with the same movie a year later. Like, look, this is Sony. Look, this is how y'all do it. Give us back Spider-Man.
What does this have to do with it? It don't matter.
After every Disney movie, they should just sneak in Sony, give us Spider-Man.
In Spider-Man 3, just literally Tom Holland's on the top of a building, and then he just looks at the camera and just says, "Sony, please give us Spider-Man."
He just looks at the camera. Let me go home. You know who they need to. You know who they need
Let
to
me go home.
That's the name of the third movie.
Spider-Man, let me go home.
The S is just shaped as the Sony S. Spider-Man, let me go home. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's a good title.
I wonder what the third movie will be called if they keep up the something or home. Something.
Spider-Man fucked her in my home.
You already know that Disney's already throwing shade by calling each of these movies Home something. Homecoming, Far From Home.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the third movie was called Spider-Man Let Me Go Home.
Let me go. I mean, it would go with the theme of it.
Yeah. Considering what happened in the third movie, it makes sense.
I'm surprised that they did not tease any Spider-Man, because that's like the biggest plot twist they've came out. Well, not the biggest, but like, just like I feel like they'd be like, here, yeah, we are making a Spider-Man 3, which they probably are, but I mean they definitely are, but it's just like,
yeah, we're gonna have to wait a solid like 2 or 3 years to see what happens after that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wonder if Spider-Man will.
You're just gonna do one of the like take away one of the biggest things Spider-Man has about him, and then just be like, yeah, we'll see y'all again in about 3 years.
Right. I wonder if he'll pop up in any of these movies, because like, you know, he doesn't have, because that's what's good about the MCU. He doesn't have to only appear in his movies. He can show up other places, or you know, Falcon or Bucky. They could talk about him like, oh hey, yeah, this kid. Did you guys hear about Peter? I want to scene where Falcon and Bucky just are just laughing at the fact that man's identity is out there.
Ah.
What a scrub.
What a fucking idiot. Should have Falcon just like should have came out with his identity years ago. Dumbass.
You should have talked to
'Cause
us about Mysterio.
Peter is the only one in the MCU with a fucking identity.
Yeah,
That is true.
at this point.
Anymore, you don't.
Because Iron Man, Tony told his, Thor is Thor.
Mhm.
Everybody
Captain
knows who
America
Cap is because he's a fucking like historical
World War
figure.
II vet.
Yeah. Scarlet Witch. Yeah, no.
I-
T'Challa's the king of Wakanda.
Yeah,
Doctor
that is-
Strange don't give a fuck.
That's true. Nobody really does have secret identities. I guess
Yeah.
the closest thing would be Doctor Strange, but that's just because he stays hidden.
Yeah, he doesn't. I feel like
You're
Doctor
gonna be
Strange
the
doesn't
worst
spend much
skeptic
time
here.
on Earth.
Yeah, it's not like he has a secret identity. He's just supposed to like be hidden, do things from the
Yeah.
shadows.
It's
And I
also
guess
gonna
Thor-
be...
Yeah, Thor doesn't really have one, but he will go out in street clothes, just regular street clothes, like when
Yeah.
Umbrella was actually Mjolnir. But you know, people still know who he is because they took pictures with him.
Yeah.
And the diner scene in fucking Endgame where people were taking pictures with Hulk.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted a picture with Ant-Man though.
That was sad. That man, you like how Ant-Man just straight up came and said, "I'm Ant-Man." Like he had a secret identity. He did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Take a
true.
damn
You
picture.
brought up a really good point, Chris. Nobody in the MCU really has secret identities. Because Ant-Man definitely just came out and said, "I'm Ant-Man."
I'm Ant-Man. I fucking love that scene. He doesn't know who I am. He doesn't know me. Just take he wants the picture. He doesn't want take your goddamn phone back. That scene had me cry. He was so upset.
That man was hurt. He just wanted a
If
picture.
you I don't know why this made me laugh.
Man.
If you look at that man's Hulk's plate, that man has so many fucking eggs and omelets and fucking sausages. That man's eating like a damn king. And then he look at it and it's like, get you some eggs. Oh man, I fucking love and hate Hulk in Endgame. Jesus. That's who Marvel need to be worried about getting the rights back to, not fucking Sony. Get Universal's Hulk. I mean, get
Yeah.
Universal.
To Universal not doing nothing with Hulk.
Yeah.
Fix that man. Like, you don't even have to make him like an idiot, like rage again. Just have him strong.
I think he is strong. They
was-
just keep
I mean,
fucking handicapping him with shit.
I know. Like, I hate the fact that they said, "Oh yeah, the damage done to Hulk is permanent." I really don't
Yeah,
believe that.
When
I
Hulk
highly
has one of the
don't.
strongest healing factors in the fucking entire Marvel universe, but
Yeah. And someone brought up a good point. How is the thing fucking gamma radiated, but it fucks him up?
it's true.
Like, that don't make no sense. I was so waiting. Like, it would have been so cool to see fucking like the one thing I would have changed about Endgame is have during that like final battle have Hulk go like World Breaker Hulk and just be pissed off. Like, we didn't even get a second fight with him and Thanos. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
A fight
They
with
just
him
keep-
in a Hulkbuster suit before that.
Oh yeah, at least have him in the Hulkbuster. So I don't know.
Yeah, they keep fucking handicapping Hulk. They handicapped him
Oh.
in Infinity War, and then they handicapped him in Endgame.
I don't know who hurt Hulk. I don't know what Hulk did to Kevin Feige. But
Mhm.
you're not about to just sit there and be like, yeah, the strongest Avenger? Yeah. No. Hulk's a bitch.
And the most annoying thing about Endgame is they handicapped him at like the perfect moment. It would be nice to have a Hulk.
Yeah. The final battle.
Damage.
I was expecting Hulk to go like when he snapped his fingers. I was expecting all like I was seriously thinking like, oh, angry Hulk's gonna come out because of the pain or something, or something's gonna snap in this man after he snaps, and then he
He just got
was just back.
he
Yeah.
just got tiny arm.
Yeah. You know what's sad? I wanted to see Endgame again, but I'm so glad I did not pay for that after credit because that would have pissed me off even more. That would have pissed me off.
Have CGI Hulk.
I already know I would have been so fucking mad because when I watched the leaked one on YouTube, I was like, thank God I didn't go see the shit in theaters. I was upset. I was very because not only did you fuck Hulk in this movie, but you didn't have the decency to fucking CGI him.
Right. That shit's funny.
I don't know.
They need to restore Hulk's honor.
Yeah.
Because
I will say this. I'm gonna say this. This isn't about Hulk, but regards to Captain Marvel, I'm gonna give Captain Marvel another chance.
Yeah, definitely.
I need
I feel
her.
the same way.
I need Brie Larson. She's a good actress because she has this Netflix series called Unicorn something. It's a movie with her and Samuel Jackson. She's actually really good in that. So I know Brie Larson can act. Her sequel or whatever else she's in, I need her to give her more of an expressive face than just blank. I thought she was gonna have one in Endgame, but she just pissed me off even more than that.
Yeah,
You got that Superman personality.
I'm definitely
She
willing
does,
to
like she really does.
I'm definitely willing to give her another chance. I just don't want her to be the leader of the MCU.
No, yeah, she. Well, it seems like Peter's gonna be the leader, which I'm fine with that. They even asked that man, "Are you the leader of the Avengers?" He's like, "No," but eventually he will.
I mean, it seems like it, but you know, with Sony
He is just a
at their
kid.
back, it's
Right.
it's not concrete because Sony could just at any minute Sony could just be like, yeah, you guys are done with Spider-Man. We'll take them
We're
back.
good.
And then
I don't.
just fuck everything.
I don't think Sony's gonna do that because these are the only. Like I'm not gonna say like take this with a grain of salt. What I'm about to say. These are the only Spider-Man movies people all together really enjoy. Like all the other Spider-Man movies, they have controversy. People either love them or they hate them. With these ones, people are like, oh yeah, these are actually really good Spider-Man movies. The only Spider-Man movie that Sony has made that people don't shit on, like have people don't shit on, is Spider-Verse. That's it.
True. That's very true.
And with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, people have said, oh yeah, that's the best Spider-Man. Because Marvel knows how to make movies.
I mean,
not saying Sony doesn't know how to make movies, but
Stan Lee himself said that Tom Holland was the perfect Spider-Man.
Like that's how he envisioned. Which, you know, Sony can make good Spider-Man movies. Spider-Verse being one of them. They just I don't know what Sony, I don't know who at Marvel, at Sony doesn't know how to make a Spider-Man movie. They just have to figure, well shit, let them keep making bad Spider-Man movies so they can keep Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Because if they remake Spider-Man, they're just going to cast some idiot off the street. I don't know. But yeah, going back to Captain Marvel.
I mean, even though Sony can make good Spider-Man movies, I'd still rather him be in the MCU just because of what's there for him.
Yeah.
As opposed to just a bunch of Spider-Man movies. He could be a part of something bigger. But you could say what you were gonna say.
Oh, just like with Captain Marvel, I know they're in the Captain Marvel movie. They were talking about how they would like to add Miss Marvel in it, like in the sequel. Which that'd be pretty cool to see her in that, like maybe as like a mentor type to Miss Marvel for Captain Marvel to be her. But they need to give Brie Larson more expression. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know.
I feel like what really hindered Captain Marvel was the fact that they worked on the movie after they did shit for her in Endgame. Mm-hmm. So it was like they had to work backwards essentially.
True.
Yeah. It's just I'm willing to give her another shot. Like even if I'm sitting here like, oh, she's garbage. Marvel don't care. They're gonna cast her. You know, they really don't care. They don't care whether you like her or not. It's more if the studio likes her.
Yes, it's kind of what Lum just said. She's missing the Marvel charm.
Yeah.
Like everybody else is mad likable.
Mm-hmm. Like it's sad when you got someone like Happy who is more likable than an actual hero.
People will clap when Happy comes on screen before they'll clap for Captain Marvel.
Exactly.
Oh shit! Is that Happy?
Just Captain Marvel just saved the fucking day. You just see Happy in the background. Wait, is that? Ah!
It's fucking Happy in the background.
Work for Spider-Man? No, I work with Spider-Man.
Oh, to fucking see when Peter knocked on the Flash out was fucking hilarious. Oh, some Marvel news for you guys. They canceled Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but that man, the guy who plays for Coulson, when they asked him what's next, he said Marvel. All he said was Marvel. So I wonder if he's gonna be brought into the movies again.
Probably.
Assuming Loki, it takes place around that time.
He could be a fucking Loki. That's a good point.
Could be a Skrull.
Ooh.
He could be a Skrull.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
the Skrulls?
Maybe.
Oh, we haven't talked about the fucking post credit for Spider-Man, the fucking sword.
Wait, before we go on to that, you know how in I'm pretty sure you're the one that told me, Chris, but the way they explained away him quote unquote dying was that he just held his breath. What if they just told them that bullshit to keep the scrolls hidden, and the new Coulson is just a scroll?
Whoa!
Far From Home fucked everything up, bro. It's bad enough that the first after credit scene like changed everything, and then though I feel like the second one was supposed to be a joke, but it just implies so much more stuff.
Yeah. Anybody could be a fucking scroll now.
I'm saying. I thought the whole time Nick Fury and them were scrolls, but then
it was just
so about to my point. Like, yeah, Nick probably just went up to space after.
That bothered me so much during the whole time in Far From Home. Like Nick Fury and what was the woman's name? Maria Hill.
Yeah.
Like they didn't seem like themselves the whole movie. They just seemed stupid.
Yeah, they seem like idiots the whole movie. Because even when I went to see it again, like when Nick Fury's like, I knew about Beck the whole time, and Maria's like, no, he didn't. I was sitting there like, what the fuck, Nick? But then when they turned into scrolls, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, nice.
I just love that line where it's like, it's embarrassing as a scroll that like they got tricked like the considering that they're like master shapeshifters.
Yeah. I'm when that man was talking on the phone and he was like, oh, everyone's asking where the Avengers are and you need to come back, I thought he was talking to Tony. My heart dropped. I was like, there's no way. But then he talked to Nick. I was like, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So Chris, you were about to start talking about Sword. Explain that. Explain what Sword is first, because I have no idea what Sword is.
Okay, so Sword is basically like Shield in space. Like they're basically like, long story short, they're basically trying to prevent the next Thanos. And the downside about Sword is, I feel like this could go into play in the movies. Sword takes more of a offense approach. So Nick is basically trying to do what he tried to do in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, in space. Like any threat he see, like he's going to try to eliminate threats before they even start. So Nick can potentially go up to like a planet and be like, yeah, you guys seem to have some type of tech that could damage Earth, blow up your planet.
Jesus.
So yeah, Sword is technically evil. Technically, like they'll fuck you up and you haven't even done nothing yet. Or if they see that you're an ounce a bit of threat, they will take you out the game. So I feel like that's going to be a way to really, if they were to see somebody like Galactus, they would instantly try to go to war with him because they're like, oh god, you're a planet eater? Yeah, we're killing you right now. You're not even near our planet, but you're a planet eater. We're going to kill you. So Sword, they shoot first, ask questions like never. That's basically what Sword is.
Sword shows up to a planet. Oh, this is a nice place you got here, man.
Yeah, like they will see a bunch of people that look slightly like Thanos and obliterate them people.
Jesus.
These niggas is purple. Blast them.
These niggas is purple. Imagine.
Or that was just an eggplant. Oops.
Kill him. Like the plant don't even have no vegetable, like don't even have people on it. It's not a fucking eggplant. Kill it. Take it out. I actually could see them, honestly, probably trying to bring in the Guardians. Like, not like to help, but like, we're not letting y'all go through the galaxy. You're arrested. Yeah, like y'all helped save the planet, but y'all too dangerous to let out alone.
Yeah.
Like, they could see, like, honestly, they could see, they could bring in Star-Lord and be like, you're the son of a planet, like a living planet. We're gonna kill you. Like, they do not care. Sword is some asses. So I'm excited to see what they do with Sword. I feel like because Nick's in charge, because Nick, in the comics, Nick isn't really, he's not really involved in Sword that much. They have more of like, it's not Maria Hill, it's another lady. Like, it's someone else. But I feel like because Nick and the Skrulls look like they're in charge of Sword, they may not do that whole approach of, like, killing planets before they... Well, who knows? Nick tried to do it before. He probably tried to do it again. Plus, Cap's not there to really stop him this time.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
So, who knows? I mean, I'm interested... If that even is Sword, Marvel could come out and be like, that's not fucking Sword, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, that is true. We're
I
assuming,
just
but it
assumed
could
it's
be
Sword because
anyone.
it's like Shield in space, but that could be something entirely different. But trying to think what else. Oh, at Comic-Con, someone asked she asked um Kevin Feige. She was like, I noticed in the lineup there was no Avengers movies. And then Kevin Feige, he did like a Wong impression. He was like, "You wanted more?" He was like, "Well, we just had this little movie called Avengers Endgame." He said, and that was kind of the end for most of our heroes. So that man basically said we won't see another Avengers movie for like maybe a good 5 or 6 years.
God damn. Not surprised.
So,
though.
which
Yeah.
understandable because if you're gonna make another Avengers movie, you gotta have everyone you've already established in the movies there. Like you can't have an Avengers movie be like, oh yeah, here's Blade, here's here's here.
Here's ShangChi. Who?
It's like ShangChi. Like if you're gonna make another Avengers movie, you gotta have all these people like established first.
Right.
Imagine introducing all those people in the Avengers movie. This is
Oh, God.
Shang-Chi. This is Blade. This is
We got Thor. Oh, female Thor as well. They both here. 2 Thors.
What's your name, sweetheart? Natalie Portman? No. Thor? Yes. You got Squirrel Girl here. You got Power Pack.
Not Squirrel
You got
Girl.
you got fucking Deadpool right here. Like,
He's just running the concession stand.
oh man. This is the definition of aw shit. Here we go again.
Honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm curious to see what, because I don't have it here, but they said that they're gonna do a different take on the X-Men, so I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with that.
Right.
Because X-Men introduces just like, you can't just have one X-Men unless it's Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like there can't just
I
be
feel
one
like-
X-Men.
definitely not.
X-Men is such a can of worms in itself. Like there's just what was that? But
I mean,
I was gonna say X-Men is. I feel like it's on that same level of I want to say it's on the same scale as Avengers in terms of heroes you're putting together.
Yeah, I can agree
Yeah.
with that for sure.
I mean, as you can see, they did their own cinematic universe, a very confusing and distorted cinematic universe.
Time traveling. Oh my god.
We don't
They
talk
should
about
not
that.
involve time traveling. Their storyline is already fucked.
That joy, we don't talk about that anymore. That's over. It's over. We don't talk about it.
It is.
Yeah.
It actually is over. X-Men is done.
You know my
X-Men
one
X-Men is
wish.
done. Holy shit! Fox's X-Men is done. It's finally done.
X-Men Dark statement retracted.
My one wish for
Man.
X-Men, I know it's definitely not gonna happen, but my one wish for X-Men is that they bring what's his fucking name?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine.
They're
No,
not.
well,
That man's
they're not.
done.
He's old as shit.
I don't think it's gonna happen at all.
Better than him though.
Yeah.
That's
I
gonna
feel
be
like
the crazy
Logan-
part.
I feel like Logan was the perfect send-off for that man.
Mhm.
Oh, it really was.
I'm trying to think who they could. I remember Tom Hardy was on the list for it, but he's Venom now, so
Yeah, I feel like at that point, you don't even do Wolverine anymore. Maybe you just do X whatever instead.
oh yeah, just put X-23 in it.
Because
Oh, that's what sucks about. That is what sucks about Fox not making any more X-Men movies. We won't get to see what happened to those kids really, unless they
Yeah.
incorporate it into the MCU, which I doubt they will, because that'll be confusing as fuck.
yeah,
But
I mean,
I'm trying to think who could
I
be
don't know.
who could be a good Wolverine.
I mean, maybe Hugh Jackman could be Wolverine because Ryan Reynolds really wanted them to team up. He's still gonna be Deadpool, so maybe.
And then Hugh Jackman
get it out
did
of the way.
say, if Marvel ever gets X-Men, he'd come back.
That is true. He did say that.
He said that years ago when he thought
Hopefully,
they were gonna be bullshitting.
hopefully, they actually used the suit this time. That bullshit they
Right.
teased in was it X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Yeah. No,
With the yellow suit? Or was it
the
the
Wolverine or something
Wolverine?
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. That was a pretty that was an alright movie.
They teased that suit and did nothing with it.
They really did. It was like he pulled that suit out. He was like, "All
I'm
right,
not wearing this.
okay."
Corny.
Damn, you know that man. You know that man. Hugh Jackman probably sitting there like, "Shit, why did I say?"
Kevin Feige just knocking at his door. Hey, you! Guess what we just got?
He just goes, "Oi, mate."
So, you still down to play Wolverine?
He just barged in the house. Excuse me, sir. He's just sitting on his couch with his feet up. Ah, Mr. Jackman. Mr. Jackman. He just pulled a contract out of his backpack.
I got something
So
for
look.
you.
Look, he's just like, look. Let's cut the bullshit. All right. Let's cut the friendly.
About 22 movies. Sign here.
Look. You like money? Yeah. Look, you like money. I like money. Disney like money. Let's
make some money.
Let's make the damn thing happen. Just clicking the pen. Let's make the damn thing happen. Come on, just sign the paper. Pulls a gun out. Sign the paper, Jackman.
Sign the paper, Jackman.
Hey guys, Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine. Yay!
All right, now we gotta go do this to Sony now. Please bring back Spider-Man.
Man. You know Hugh Jackman was sitting there like, shit, I thought I didn't have to work out for a couple years.
You could do it.
Drop the hoop. I mean, he definitely could do it. I mean,
he's not that old. I'm pretty sure.
For the right amount of money. I mean,
Sam Jackson is older than him, and
say,
he's doing his thing. Granted, Wolverine will be doing a lot more, but
yeah, Sam Jackson, he don't do no action.
He just be standing there.
Yeah.
That eye patch on.
Imagine getting paid for having an eye patch on.
He's getting paid just to say I am Groot.
Vin Diesel, yeah, that's
the ultimate bag collection. I keep forgetting that man is Groot.
I do too.
He don't even got to stand on the stilts anymore.
Right.
No, he don't.
Shit,
Rest in peace to the.
He didn't have to do anything
homie raccoon.
He didn't have to do anything when it was Baby Groot. All he had to do was voice.
Yeah, all they did was, I thought that was a kid that was talking for Baby Groot, and then like, no, that's Vin Diesel. I'm like, oh shit.
The teenage Groot, he probably just was standing his normal self. So
I am Groot.
Till we see adult Groot again, that man chilling, getting some free.
I wonder
money.
if adult Groot is gonna be in Guardians 3. I would hope so.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, so another fun fact. So do you remember the funeral scene in Endgame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that whole funeral. Apparently they filmed that scene before they started filming Black Panther.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. That scene was done months before they even started Black Panther.
Yeah, didn't they tell everybody it was a wedding?
Yeah. They told Tom Holland. They only told that man Tom Holland it was.
I think they told everybody it was a wedding.
I heard
Did they?
everyone.
No.
Yeah, I think they told everybody.
Then why did
it was a
everybody look so
wedding.
damn sad?
I think what it is they told everybody it was a wedding up until then, but then Tom Holland, they kept telling him it was a wedding even throughout.
That man was in an interview like, here's the thing. I was told it was a wedding.
Man.
It's like
Man,
3
you know
seconds.
that man was probably smiling, then they was like, Tom, yeah, don't smile.
Maybe be a little more sad, but it's a wedding. Nah, just a little more sad.
That man was sitting there like for 20 minutes, and he was just like, he leaned over to Pepper Potts actress. He was like, "Where's Robert?"
Oh yeah, he did ask. He asked where Robert was at.
Oh.
fucking sad.
That's so sad. That's so sad.
Where's Robert?
That's so sad.
Where's Robert? She was looking at him with tears in her eyes. Where's Robert?
That's
They had
so
So you gotta
sad.
imagine you filmed that scene before Mr. Stark We Won scene, probably.
Yeah.
They had to hide the prop where they threw that shit in the ocean from Tom Holland the whole time they were filming.
He just looking at this. He just looking at the leg after she told him he ain't coming. He just cut. Tom, you good?
That's hilarious.
Kevin Feige, film that. Film that.
Film that. That man most definitely. I forgot that man definitely did ask where was Robert at. That's hilarious.
That's so pitiful. Where's Robert?
That is crazy. That man did not know what was going on.
So it was said that do you remember in the funeral where Bucky was just wearing regular street clothes?
Yeah.
It was said that Bucky felt like Tony wouldn't want him at his funeral, but everyone still asked if Bucky would show up.
Mm.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, I wouldn't want my parents' murderer at my funeral, but
You know what I'm thinking about now?
Hmm.
I wonder if like Cap's old. If he dies of old age, if they'll like acknowledge that with a funeral, or if they'll just give a throwaway line or something. That is if he's not in any of these series or anything.
I feel like Cap definitely lives longer than most humans, but he looks like he's already on his last leg at that time. So
I feel like Cap's too big of a character to just like use as a throwaway line. It's like, oh yeah, we threw a funeral for him.
Is he dead in? Is he dead in Far From Home? Because they did like the whole memorial thing for him. So is he already dead?
I think that's just because they don't know that he's like went back in time. I think everybody just assumes
people assume that he died. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think like the heroes would tell the public, "Oh no, he just went back in time and decided to spend time."
You what?
They just explain everything. Wait, rewind. He went back in time.
Imagine them telling the media exactly what happened. Yeah, oh, it was fucking crazy. It was fucking talking raccoon, fucking people from outer space. Shit, Spider-Man was there. Fucking the Infinity Stones. Tony snapped his fingers. That's what killed him. People just sitting there like
that's the craziest part about that like whole last 30 minutes of Endgame. Like they were lucky. Thanos, or they were lucky they put the new Avengers HQ in some remote location in New York. People would have died if they were still in Stark Tower.
That is fact.
Yeah. Oh, how did no one fucking die in that scene?
He fucking leveled.
He fucking.
Yeah, no.
That man rained fire.
But that man Ant-Man went flying. I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead.
I thought he died.
I thought he was dead.
That man had the fucking quickest reaction time.
He did. That man put his helmet up and went mini.
That man saw that missile. He was like, "Shit!" That man. It took me a minute to realize he shrunk because, like you said, guys, I thought the man had got blown back.
I did too.
I thought he was dead for sure. I was like, "Holy shit! They just gonna kill Ant-Man like that?" I was like,
bro,
the
fact that that's such a good scene, because the fact that it's such daytime, and then when he just starts raining fire, it just gets like instantly black outside.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Everybody comes back. Whoosh.
That man said, "Guys, I think we did it." What the fuck? That man said, "Not today. My daughter's back. I gotta see her."
I think my favorite thing about that whole ending, like the whole like last hour or whatever, is how hard Hulk struggled to snap his fingers, but that man Tony just did it with ease.
Right. Yeah. That man was like, that man felt no pain, no nothing.
That man Tony did it with ease.
That man was like, that man Thanos looked so damn scared when he realized his stones were in the gauntlet. That man was like, shit.
Goodbye.
That was
him just sitting down and accepting his fate. The thing is, they potentially could bring Thanos back with another snap, just like they did everybody else.
They really could.
It does also require them having to bring the stones back, though.
That is true.
Yeah, I feel like a villain would be that dedicated if the Avengers pissed him off enough. Just like, okay, seems here in the old history books.
Maybe not.
Thanos clapped y'all cheeks.
Maybe not even pissed off. Just trying to repair shit.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, I can see Kang doing shit like that, just trying to put everything back in order.
Because they did.
I can see Kang pulling some shit like that.
Yeah, because they did fuck everything up just to save people.
Kang just sitting there like, come on now, dog.
Come on, man.
Man, with all the stones. Come on, man. That is crazy that 2014 does not have to worry about a Thanos.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Wow. Holy shit, that actually just clicked for me now.
Yeah, there's no Thanos. Like, Stark's still alive. Everyone's still alive.
Yeah, that means Tony and all of them are still alive there.
Yeah.
Because Thanos got got. There is no Thanos.
Thanos. Okay, here's the thing. I think I told you this before, Alex. Thanos was that was very stupid. Of 2014 Thanos. Like that man. That man literally had a video of who was still alive.
Play by play of like
play by play. Okay, like if I was Thanos, I would have been like, okay, he's alive. That I gotta look out for that person, that person, that person. And then in the beginning of Infinity War, when you see Thor, you just look at your video, and you're like, oh shit, you were there. They just kill him right there. Fucking go to Stark and be like, when he stabs him with that thing, he looks at his video. All right, Stark, you were there. Fucking kills that man. Because the fact that in Infinity War, Doctor Strange said, "I'll give you the stone if you spare his life." The fact that Thanos kept his word was very surprising to me.
Yeah.
Because that man Thanos is a pathological liar. That man said Gamora's what was it? And Guardians is like he said Gamora's entire family's dead. I mean, entire like race is dead because it says she's the last of her race and like that thing. And then Thanos is like, they're thriving there. And then the dude who made the gauntlet for him, he's like, I did what he wanted.
Stop.
he killed everyone. He killed everyone else. Even after Thanos says, "Yeah, you make this gauntlet for me, you guys will be spared." He did not spare any of them. Just the guy who made the gauntlet. Then he put that man in his hands as fucking like iron. Like how does he wipe his ass? Like you've killed that man already because he can't wipe his ass. He's gonna get an infection.
That man will be alright.
You've damned that man. No, he's not. He's not.
He'll be alright.
He's dead. That man's probably sitting in a pile of his own shit up there in that dying star again, because Thor never went back and checked on him.
That is true. He never went back. They just
left. He left. He told that man, "Well, good luck with your shit hands," and left.
Good luck with your shit hands.
Knowing damn well Thor could have had that man's arms cut off, and Stark or Shuri could have made that man like robotic hands. But no, good luck to you, Chief.
Probably just could have broke the metal off or something.
Probably. But anyway, shit, what were we talking about before we start talking about shit hands?
Just Endgame. I mean, we've covered everything so far, so if there's anything you guys want to go back and talk on, or just anything Marvel in general, we can.
Marvel vs. Capcom got released. I mean, Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh yeah, Ultimate Alliance 3. I haven't even started playing that yet.
I
Played
haven't
a little bit. The camera's fucking terrible. I'll tell you that right now.
The camera?
It's so abysmal just to cooperate with. Like, they change the angles of it like all the time.
No. Can you fix it?
Yeah, that's Ultimate Alliance for you.
You can try, but it barely does anything for me.
Wait, so it's not just like an overhead view the entire time?
No, it's you can have it like fixed or like what the hell's the other word? Where you can like move it yourself. Like you can have it both
manual
ways. Yeah.
Damn.
Camera's fucking terrible. Everything else is cool though.
Let's see. They showed some footage of the Avengers game at comiccon, and that got leaked, and it shows footage of Thor flying and Iron Man flying. So that's pretty cool.
That shit looks clean.
They fixed Black Widow's jaw. Not sure if y'all noticed.
Yeah, I did. The game looks better all around.
It looks better already.
Gameplay looks clean.
So I'm very excited for that game. Let's see.
I don't know if they've like said anything about this yet or not, but I kind of hope it's an open world game.
I would imagine it would be. I would hope.
Like, I don't know if they said it is or isn't yet, but I hope it is.
Let's see what else. Oh, not really Marvel based, but I know it got shown at Comic-Con. I know you haven't watched the It Chapter 2 trailer, which I've seen online people saying the trailer is amazing.
Yeah. I'm really excited.
It's also the final trailer, so they're only doing 2 trailers for that movie, which is a smart
I feel
move,
like,
but I'm still not gonna watch the second trailer.
Yeah, I've seen screenshots of it, and it's terrifying. But I think the reason they're not showing. I mean, I feel like. I think the reason this is the final trailer is because I read somewhere that a lot of the movie, well, not a lot of it, like a good portion of like the final act, I think is going to be going to his dimension and seeing his final form. So I think they're really just trying to play safe and not show his final form at all or his dimension at all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm very excited for this movie. I cannot wait for it. Chapter 2.
Definitely.
Yes,
I love the first one, and I hate horror movies, and I love this movie. I adore it.
I saw the first one like 4 times in theaters.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was so good. I want them. That man needs to dance again, though. I hope he dances again.
You gotta hit that jig again.
He really do. I need that jig.
That man danced in front of what was her name? Beverly?
Yeah.
Yeah, danced in front of her and then leapt like 3 yards.
I need
That man vertical incredible.
I need him to do it again in this one and just look at Beth like, remember this shit? And then leap at her again.
Oh god, he probably would do that too.
Remember this shit. I mean, he is Pennywise the dancing clown. I need to see some more dancing.
He really is.
Let Pennywise make
He
it
really.
rock.
I mean, that, like I said, that woman in the background was hitting
we're in
me.
the prison now. He could do like all the popular dance moves now. He gonna be hitting that shoot.
That man gonna be flossing and shoot. The kids just like, oh, Penny. They just joined him.
Fucking clowns give him my birthday.
Just what's the black kid name? Mike. Okay. Just joined him.
I'm not trying to see Pennywise hit the shoot, bro. That's a little too powerful. The internet don't need that. The internet does not need Pennywise hitting the shoot.
I mean, they're already making it.
Oh my god.
You know, Warner Brothers listening like, oh shit. Hey, get that man back in the studio. Get him back in the suit.
Hey, let that man hit the shoot one time.
They just asked the actor, hey, hit the shoe for me. Shoot. Okay.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm excited for that movie.
Mhm.
I'm surprised DC had nothing to show.
Smart
This year.
move on their part.
Yeah, I
'cause
guess
they
it's
would've
for the
gotten blown
best.
back.
They would have gotten blown back. They would have got lost in the rubble.
Yeah. Like they had nothing to show. Not even like a new Joker trailer.
At this point, man, I just feel bad for DC.
Right. Ugh.
Yeah.
They're in a place where it's like they can't. They've already established too much for them to not like start from scratch again.
Yeah,
They're
They just need to face facts that they're not gonna catch up to Marvel at this point.
Yeah.
And they
I mean,
just need
they're-
to
They
step
have to go
back.
at their own pace.
they're 3 for 3 right now. And
That is true. I
Wonder
actually,
Woman was really good. Aquaman I really loved, and Shazam is really good.
mhm.
That is true.
I actually got around to watching Shazam, and that's probably my
Yeah.
favorite DC
It's definitely my favorite.
movie
Yes.
right now.
Like I've said before, DC has something that Marvel cannot do at this point. DC can do one-offs, and they can be like, this isn't connected to the main universe. And then
Mhm.
when they do come out of the movie, oh yeah, that's connected.
Yeah, DC can
Right.
do whatever they
Like-
want. They need to realize that and just go
Mhm.
wild with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can do a Teen Titans movie right now and be like, that shit's not connected, and people are like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That ain't no problem.
they can
That
do
ain't no
whatever
problem.
they want. I mean, they're already kind of doing it, but not on purpose. Is the thing.
Yeah,
Like they got
like,
a Joker movie coming up that's not connected to anything. This, that, and the other.
mhm.
It's just that they're not
Yeah.
doing it on purpose. It's just nobody's
It-
talking
it-
to each other and everybody's making whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it's crazy how most of their actors are either not playing themselves anymore or they don't know what the hell's going on. Like I think Gal Gadot's the only one who's still 100% in. Like Henry Cavill, I think that man has probably abandoned them for The Witcher.
Yeah, I think he's done with Superman.
Ben
Affleck's
Affleck,
definitely done with
drunk.
Batman. He's definitely
He's
done
right.
Robert
he-
Pattinson now for Batman.
Yeah. Ezra Elba or whatever the guy who plays Flash, I don't know what he's doing.
Ezra
I don't even
Miller,
think he's
yeah.
working on Flash.
Yeah, we don't even know about if we get in a Flash movie anymore.
Yeah, Cyborg, who knows?
Supposed to have one coming out
I
next
remember
year,
that
though.
old
Yeah.
timeline, or that old post on Twitter with the DC timeline, and it's like
Yeah.
we only got like 6 of was it 6 of those movies?
Yeah.
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 It's crazy because this year we were supposed to get Justice League 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Where's Justice
Damn.
League 2? Wait,
Justice
we're supposed to
League
get Darkseid this
same
year.
But
the
instead
same
of,
year as Endgame. That's crazy.
But instead of Justice League 2, we're getting Suicide Squad 2, which is also a reboot,
Yeah.
but also still has Margot Robbie in it. So that's, not confusing
It's a
at all.
reboot.
Oh
Yeah,
my
sequel.
god.
Yeah. The only
It's a
The only
mess.
thing DC showed was footage of Young Justice season 4, I think, and that Harley Quinn show.
Mm.
They talk. Oh, that Harley Quinn show would be talking. I mean, talking mad shit about Marvel though.
Do it.
Yeah, that girl. I remember in the first trailer, she was like, cause her and Poison Ivy were in a cell together, and she's like, Poison Ivy was like, they're gonna hate it, Harles. Everyone hates everything, and she's like, no, this cartoon's gonna have action, drama, romance, and then Harley straight up looks at the camera and says, and unlike that Deadpool cartoon, it's actually coming out.
Ooh, ouch.
I'm forever gonna be salty about that Deadpool cartoon.
Yeah.
That's crazy that FX lied like that. Though Donald Glover didn't have the time to work on it.
He did.
He did.
Yeah, they definitely lied. He posted the entire script. They definitely lied.
It's so.
That man Donald
It's so
said.
weird to me.
That man Donald said, "Oh, I ain't got time. All right, I got time to post the entire script that I wrote on here, though."
Exactly.
Time for everything.
It's crazy that they canceled that man's show because you guys have Atlanta. You guys see that he makes good shit.
I mean, I guess it's kind of for
So,
the best though, because Disney did buy it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it probably would have gotten canceled anyway at this point. So I guess it's for the best.
Disney go up to Donald. Look,
Hey,
we like you.
You want to
we
retry
hate
for
to
that
do this to
Deadpool
you.
cartoon?
We try for it.
Why don't you just throw away that old Deadpool cartoon and voice his line for?
They go. They go up to him. You still got that script?
I do actually.
Let's go ahead and do something with that script.
Kevin Feige. Mr. Glover. Can I call you Mr. Glover? No, Mr. Glover. You still got that? You still got that Deadpool script? Yeah. He still got. He look at nobody. He still got the script. Look.
He looked behind him. Nobody there, talking to nobody.
He still got the script. Look. So you heard of Disney? You heard of Disney Plus? Yeah, I heard it. You know how we want to put Deadpool in the MCU? Yeah. Look. We got Ryan Reynolds here. Ryan, come on out. Hey, what's up?
He come out of a closet.
Hey, what's up? Look, Ryan, we got the Deadpool right here. We're gonna have him talk
He's in
for your
costume.
Deadpool.
Man,
Ryan would do
you
some
wanna
shit
call
like
it.
that.
He would. Ryan Reynolds would definitely be in costume.
He would
for
definitely
that.
come out of like a closet with his Deadpool costume on, dick out. Donald Glover, you could put that away, Ryan. You can
Tell me now during my
Ryan.
You could put that
All right.
away, Ryan.
All right, you could put that away. Oh shit, sorry, Glover.
That would be
Sorry,
necessary.
Glove.
your
Don't call
weapon
me-
X up.
Put that away. But nah. I mean, I feel like if Disney really Disney can do anything they want to do. Really, it's really up to them. But if they really wanted to put Deadpool in that streaming service, I mean, Donald Glover right there. He's already Simba. You know, they already worked with him.
Yeah, he's already Simba. He was in Homecoming.
Yeah. So they like working with him, obviously. He talked for Miles in that Spider-Man cartoon. So they have history with Donald.
Yeah, they even put his one of his skits in Spider-Verse.
Yeah, so
So,
you know. Oh, I saw Lion King actually.
how was that?
It was not as bad as I thought it would be. There are definitely some scenes in the movie that were done way better in the original, obviously.
Yeah.
Beyonce actually did not do a bad job. She kept going in and out. Like I swear, in the beginning when she first started talking to Nala, she sounded like I was sitting there like okay, but it's so weird. Like towards the end, she sounded like she had started getting. I'm not even shitting you. She sounded like she had started getting a little sleepy. Cause her voice just got deep, like when she was talking to Nala. Like even in scenes where it looked like Nala's yelling, it sounds like Beyonce didn't know how high to go with her voice.
She fell asleep in the booth.
Yeah.
I think it's also
Like-
just because the movie itself was just with actual lines, so they were probably restricted with how
Oh, very much.
or how much emotion they can put into their voices. Considering that it's just like a real lion's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They
my
can't.
mistake was actually watching the cartoon before going to see the movie. So scenes where they're screaming in like the cartoon. They were not screaming in the movie. Like when Simba screams no after Mufasa dies, it's just like no. I was like, oh, little man, bring it up a little bit.
No.
Yeah, he was like, no. I was like, God.
Like fucking Kevin Hart when he's acting like a damn kid. No. No.
That man, oh my god! If you guys go see Lion King, the scene where that man Mufasa is like running through the wildebeest, that man keeps getting like annihilated by wildebeest. That was a hard scene to watch. Like it was like actually watching a real lion just get trampled by wildebeest. That was hard to watch. I was sitting there like every time that man got hit, I was like, Jesus. Cause I was at like the theater. Every time he got hit, the theater would be like boom. I was like, fuck.
That man was getting fucked up. That man was getting.
Yeah, that was a hard scene to watch, bro. I was sitting like shit. And seeing the actual like lion cub lay up under his dead parent, I was like, ooh.
It's getting a little too real in here. It's getting a little too real.
I was sitting there like, cause the scene like he's laying up under Mufasa dead, and he like closes his eyes. I'm like. That man Scar was mangy though, bro. That man was gross.
Alright.
All I'm gonna say is Scar beats women.
Bro?
That's all I'm gonna say.
That is an established fact for 20
That's all I'm gonna say. If y'all go see it, just keep that in. Scar fights women.
He do.
Scar fights women.
He will hit a woman.
That's just on his tombstone. He did fight. This was on his tombstone. It just says Scar, such and such year to such and such year. He did fight women.
Somebody just looking over his grave. Well, shit.
Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Oh, I'll say the scene. You know the scene at the end where the lion, like the hyenas, eat that man's Scar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They brought that up to like a
Oh my god.
10 in the new one.
I don't think I want to hear Eric Andre scarfing down on
I forgot he had a hyena in there.
Him and Cal actually worked. Yeah, they actually worked. They actually bounced off really well with each other. Like him and Key and Peele. I mean,
Was it Keegan Michael Key?
Key and Peele. Yeah, those two are definitely better. Like I looked at those two, and I looked at how Key and Peele are in Toy Story. I was like, yeah, those two definitely bounced off better in Toy Story. But he still works good with anyone he works with. So, Lion King,
I got one more. I got one question for you about Lion King. How was Seth Rogen?
Yeah. Huh?
How was Seth Rogen?
Alex. Now you could tell the fellas. What's the one thing I wanted to hear in Lion King? What's the one thing I wanted to hear this man Seth Rogen do in the Lion King?
You wanted to hear him do his actual laugh in the movie.
And Alex, I was not fucking disappointed. I was the only one in the theater fucking dying. That man was sitting there. He sneaks it in too. He sneaks it in. He's like. I was sitting there fucking crying. The theater looked at me like this man's the asshole.
No, not the sneaked in Seth Rogen laugh.
That shit was so fucking funny, dude. You could tell that motherfucker sneaks it in, dude. Like you could tell this director was like, I know the laugh that you do. Please don't do it, because Pumbaa laughs before. Like Pumbaa laughs a lot in this movie, but it's not the Seth Rogen laugh. Like he laughs like ha ha and like that, but he sneaks it in. He sneaks it in for like a second, and he doesn't laugh like that the rest of the movie. But he sneaks the signature laugh in. It was fucking hilarious. I was waiting for it. As soon as that man popped on screen, I was like, y'all better fucking.
I'm glad you got your one wish from Toy Story.
Yes.
Can't believe that man snuck it in. I'm upset.
He snuck it in. It's real quick too. Like it's the fastest one I've ever heard. But he snuck it in.
Oh man.
I was so fucking happy. Let's see what else. Other than that, Uh, hmm. Trying to think. The hyenas were really good. They actually have a bigger part in this movie than the previous.
Yeah, than the original.
Mm-hmm. Like, are you guys gonna go see Lion King, or can I spoil some stuff? Or
Probably
Go
not.
ahead.
okay, so do you remember the scene where Mufasa is remember when Nala and Simba go to the elephant graveyard and the three hyenas
Yeah.
trap them and Mufasa comes and save them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's believable. Like Mufasa could take on three hyenas. In this one, when he comes and saves them, that man's taking on like 15 hyenas.
God damn.
Oh my god.
And I was sitting there like, there's no fucking way that man's gonna win this fight. But he does. I'm sitting there like, bullshit.
Man beats 15 hyenas and then gets ran over by a bunch of wildebeest.
Yeah, I was sitting out. That whole scene, like, it was 15 of them surrounding Simba, and I was like, oh, is he gonna be able to fight them? Because you can hear him coming. And I was like, oh shit, he did it. Oh, and the hyenas, they do not respect this man Scar at all in this movie.
Do they just clown him?
No, like when that man comes to their land, he's like, give it like the main hyena, the female, the woman, like the one who plays like Whoopi Goldberg in the original. She's like, give us one reason why we shouldn't just eat you.
Oh.
And then man Scar's like, cause you'll be eating the king tonight. I was like, oh, well shit. But trying to think. So, the scene where Pumbaa and Timon do like that weird dance in the original.
Yeah.
They don't do that, but they do.
Aw.
I'm not gonna spoil that for you guys because it's funny to see it yourself. But they do something else in replacement of that, and it was hilarious. The whole theater was laughing. You know. Other than that, the Lion King is a short movie. Honestly, it's not that long.
No, like 90 minutes.
Yeah. So I was sitting there. After a while, like after all the songs are out the way, after you've gotten through all the songs, it is kind of like, okay, I know what happens. Come on now, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
After like you really go into these movies wanting to hear how good the songs are, but after Can You Feel the Love Tonight? There's no more songs. You're just like, okay, let's go. You know, there's no after credit, obviously, but no, I mean, I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Actually, not better than Aladdin, though.
Not better than Aladdin.
Nothing
Not
better
better than Aladdin.
me having kids.
Not better than Genie clapping cheeks.
That genie clapping cheeks, bro.
Nah, so far, Aladdin is still my favorite of the Disney remakes. But Lion King, I just feel like because Lion King, they went so like with Jungle Book and Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin, they all kept to the same story, but they added different plot lines and stuff, and they added like new scenes or new songs in it.
Yeah.
With Lion King, which is understandable, you can't really change that much from Lion King without pissing people off.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, I honestly sat there, and that was my mistake. I shouldn't have watched the cartoon before going into this, because I felt like I just paid to watch the same movie again.
Yeah.
But
Hey, but you
other
got
than that,
Seth
it was
Rogen
worth it. It was
laugh,
shit. It was worth it to get my Seth Rogen laugh.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got the laugh.
I got my Seth Rogen laugh, so I'm okay. That shit was so funny, dude.
Alright, well.
But yeah.
Anybody else got anything to add about any movies they see recently or any of this Marvel shit?
Toy Story 4 was like a pretty good movie.
It was
I
not ready
cried.
for that ending.
I
I did not
definitely
expect that ending, to be honest.
I definitely
Like,
cried.
Legit,
I almost did.
all my expectations were set to the lowest setting possible. I was ready for this movie to suck ass. But
Nah,
I honestly think it's probably my favorite one now.
Oh, really?
Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
Toy Story 4, I definitely enjoyed this movie way more than Toy Story 3.
Okay.
No, this didn't need to be there either. They still like.
They definitely didn't. They could have stopped it at Toy Story 3, and I would have been fine.
This is the last one for sure, right?
It
Yeah.
has to be.
I
mean, besides those Forky shorts, those 10 Forky shorts that are coming on that Disney Streaming Plus service, other than that, maybe. Maybe.
Dude,
I
you
hope
said
they
the same
don't.
thing about Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let me ask you guys something, because I thought about this, and I would go see this. Would you guys go see the first Toy Story 1 again if they remastered to have the same animation as the Toy Story 4?
Ooh,
Yeah, I would.
Would you guys go see
Totally.
it? I definitely would see it.
I would.
'Cause that joint,
Honestly.
Just to see how they reanimate the dog.
Because that joint look rough.
Yeah, if you go to the first Toy Story, God,
Oh yeah.
like
See,
it's still a classic. But
It's still
damn.
a good. I honestly still think it's a good looking movie. It's just that the technology has just evolved so
Yeah,
much.
Oh yeah,
skyrocketed.
for the time, yeah. Gotta give it his props. It was the first 3D animated movie, and for it to look that good and then still look somewhat decent today, like, come
Yeah,
on now,
like
come on now.
I remember people comparing what Andy looks like in this movie compared to the first one. It's like, yeah, that's what happens when you have
Yeah.
better CGI technology.
Yeah, with
He's
years
not
of
gonna-
technology advancing.
Someone actually like, you remember Andy's birthday party in the first one?
Yeah,
If you pause the scene where there's 3 different kids, they all have Andy's face. They're all the same face.
No.
It's so fucked.
Like, Pixar was not trying to animate different kids back then.
Listen, all of our budget's on the toys, man.
Exactly. I mean, you gotta give it to Pixar, man. Like they've been like have any of you guys seen Finding Dory?
Yeah.
no,
The octopus Hank, that took them 5 years to animate that man.
really.
Really? God damn.
5 years to animate just Hank.
Jesus.
Like, Hank was like the last thing they put in because it just took so damn long to like get like the sliminess of like the
Yeah,
shine of the sliminess on his arm and how his arm like moved like an octopus. Like, it took them 5 years to do that shit.
And those
Back in the day,
birds.
it took the hardest thing for them to animate was Violet's hair and Sully's hair.
Yeah.
And then Coco, I think their biggest thing was the cloth getting stuck between like the bones in Coco, like when they had them dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's shit like that where I'm just sitting there like, shit, man. Animating ain't shit, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm not trying to sit there, but I'll do it. And then you got to feel sorry for like these people, like the Sonic people who are working on Sonic right now. Imagine being almost done with the movie and they come and be like,
Oh, we
we
gotta
do
do
the
this
whole
shit.
movie.
Redo the whole movie.
So I bet some intern or like team was like, I kept telling y'all no one was gonna like this design, and look what happened.
I feel
You
like
know,
I don't know. I still feel like that's a setup. There is no way throughout that whole thing where they're animating that dude that nobody
It's
was
like,
like,
Somebody was like, this shit looks ass.
there's no
I mean,
way
if you-
that somebody was like, bro, this not gonna work out. I promise you.
I mean, you gotta imagine probably the visual effects artists probably knew, like, you know, one of them had to be a Sonic fan. They were sitting like, sir, come in, sir. What do you want, Jameson? Look. I'm gonna just show you some Sonic things I came up with. Look, any of these are better than the shit we got right now. Young man, I pay you to animate, not come up with ideas. Sir, please,
I pay you to
I'm-
animate.
begging you, don't do this. Trailer come out. Well, shit, someone could have told me this. This is like shit. Jameson just slams his fucking hands on the table. I told you, motherfuckers!
They dragging him out.
I told you! I told you!
He's getting put into a police car. So, yeah.
I told the manager, the big executive come to the police car. Jameson. Yes, sir. Those papers. Yes, sir. They're Paramount property. I'm gonna take these off your hands. he slaps the Jameson pictures on the thing. Look at these animations I came up with. I'm gonna try to redo this whole thing. You bastards! You're sitting in jail. Look at my joints. Sitting in a fucking nut house. Look at my joints. I told him.
I mean, perfect. The first thing he's gonna say too when you see him is,
Oh,
meow.
Oh my God! Come on. Who
Yeah.
thought?
I don't even want.
You know
I
what?
don't even want to think
I
about
felt-
that movie.
I remember when that trailer came out.
I think it's.
I was on break. I was on break at my job. I said, "All right, let's watch it," because I had not looked at how Sonic looked in the trailer yet. I was sitting at my in the break room. I was sitting there like Alex. I was literally sitting there like, poor Alex.
I was going through it, bro. For that trailer, I was going through it.
You know it's bad when a whole theater of people that probably don't even keep up with the Sonic movie was clowning your trailer.
Exactly.
I'm like it's like I'm not even like the biggest Sonic fan. Like I grew up with Sonic, but I'm not like the top tier Sonic fan. But it can't be that hard to make Sonic good. Like how hard is it to make video games good? Like
I've
the
had
only
drawings that I've had drawings that I've had when I was 12 years old that are more faithfully designed than the movie.
Exactly.
like a fucking 12-year-old knows to put gloves on them. Just put gloves on. Give them.
And not Nike shoes.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Chris. I guarantee, like, some 8-year-old Sonic fan could draw Sonic better and more faithful than what the fuck they produce.
You know because they show people the design way before they start animating shit or before they even do storyboards. You know they were in a meeting and like, all right, this is how Sonic looks, and somebody in that break room was like, where the fuck's his gloves?
Chuck Taylor's on instead of Nike.
Where's
Chuck Taylor's
somebody was in that meeting roasting the whole picture. Like, where's his gloves? He gets up. Wait, why does he have teeth? Where's his? Okay, hang on.
Some executive's child probably saw the trailer and cried to their father about it.
That's not Sonic, Daddy. That is Sonic, boy.
That's
Sorry.
Sonic.
Look, you know your Sonic's bad when people look at Sonic Boom Sonic and are like, y'all could have made him look like that.
Yeah, I would have taken Boom Sonic.
Boom Sonic would have been a fire.
Yeah,
The TV
with the
series
scarf
good. The TV series
and
good. Like, come on.
And the bandages.
I'm telling y'all, people be sleeping on Sonic Boom show, man. Sonic is an ass in that show.
They could have taken fucking Set AM Sonic and put him in that movie, and I'd be more happy with it.
Bring back Jaleel White.
How about this? Yeah, I honestly don't get movie studios or movie executives. Like, you see live action shit doesn't work. Like Alvin and Chipmunks, the Smurfs, Transformers. No one likes to literally.
Hold on now. Transformers made hella money.
I get that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the Transformers movies. Granted, the last two weren't good.
We'll talk about those.
I like the first. I literally stopped liking the Transformers after the third one.
Yeah, I like the trilogy a lot. I don't like the last two.
And then Bumblebee was amazing.
Oh yeah, Bumblebee.
Bumblebee was excellent. I love Bumblebee. But literally the only live action cartoon movie people actually like and don't shit on is one Bumblebee. Like, no one shits on that movie. And the Scooby-Doo movies. No one shits on those movies.
Scooby-Doo movies slap.
They do.
They're excellent. I love the Scooby-Doo movies, bro.
People
still
shit on
mean
them
those
at first,
movies
too.
to
That was
this
the sad part.
Yeah, what Christian
What
said,
happened?
the Transformer movies.
I shit on them too at first.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo movies.
The Ninja Turtle movies. The second Ninja Turtle movie is pretty good.
Yeah. The first one was okay, I guess. The second one was really good. Bebop and Rocksteady.
Bebop and Rocksteady kind of carried that movie low key.
They really did. Y'all got jokes, huh?
Y'all got jokes, huh?
But
Man,
it's not
fucking 50 cal gun inside of a fucking airplane.
Oh, and like Detective Pikachu, I haven't heard anyone shit on that movie. People love Detective Pikachu. It's predictable as hell, but it's a good movie.
It's not predictable, but it's pretty good. It's a good watch.
It's a good watch.
It's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable experience.
Like Sonic, I feel like you don't make a live action Sonic movie. You do really good animation.
Yeah, they could have definitely done some 3D animation.
Like, imagine a Sonic movie in the Spider-Verse animation.
They could have just looked back at the fucking Sonic Heroes CG or Sonic Unleashed opening, did something like that,
Yeah. Oh my god, I love
Like, why
Sonic
does everything?
Unleashed.
Why does it have to be live action?
Yeah. And y'all could have even done like the cartoon Sonic in live action. Like, look at the progressive commercial. It looks fine.
Yeah.
Y'all could have because they literally had that man Sonic standing next to Flo, and I thought that was the funniest shit in the world when I was younger. But nah, y'all want to make them live action. And even if y'all need to make them live action, just do them right. You cannot, Alex, you cannot think that looks like Sonic.
One of the most iconic video game characters of all time, and you think that's okay?
He has such a fucking Garfield looked better in his movie.
Yeah.
It's like the Smurfs look better. At least with those Chipmunks looked better. And I get why they didn't make the Chipmunks the fucking almost the same size as children. That'd be fucking terrifying. I get why they were actually. I remember when I was younger, I was sitting there like, why are they not the same size how they are in the animated movies? As I got older, I was sitting like, that would have been fucking gross and terrifying. I was like, thank God they kept them actual chipmunk size.
That would have been gross, bro. I can just see that. That would have been disgusting.
That would have been, and even then, they're still not the same size as chipmunks. They're still a little bit bigger than chipmunks. They're like squirrel size almost.
Yeah.
They like fucking 100 times the size of an actual chipmunk.
Jesus Christ. I remember being mad like, where's that man's hat? But then I'm like, nah, shit, they could have gave him the hat.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Like,
I'm just curious to see what the redesign, quote unquote, is.
I feel like they always had a redesign, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like this was all.
This is all just one elaborate setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's that stupid. Like, no one's gonna sit there and be like, yeah, no, this is how Sonic's gonna look. Deal with it. No. I feel like at that point, people wouldn't have, like, you know how people go see movies just to see how bad it is?
Yeah.
Let me take that back. People still wouldn't want to see the Sonic movie.
I wonder if, though, like, let's say this was a setup. What if nobody gave a fuck? What would they have done then? Like, like they just show us Sonic. They show us Sonic. He's hideous, and just none of us fucking care. We're just like, we expected this. We don't care. Like, what would they have done? Their whole campaign is out the window.
They just come out, you know, just because we got so much backlash from fans, we're gonna redo design. No one gave y'all backlash. We knew this was gonna be ass. Okay, fine, we'll change it. Well, what?
Okay, fine. We'll change.
Stop yelling at us. We're not yelling. We know this is gonna be bad. Fuck y'all, we're changing it. Okay, that's fine.
That ain't no problem.
At that point, people would have been like, "You sons of bitches, y'all knew what y'all was doing." Like, cause I remember at first I was like, why would they make all the animators redo this whole movie? Then I'm kind of thinking in the back of my head, that's impossible. They're just doing what they're gonna make them do this whole scene. I guarantee you they're not even working on the remake right now. Like, it's already done. They're sitting on their asses. They're just waiting for the day they can release the footage. Like,
yeah, probably.
I would not be surprised if years later it came out like, oh, 2020 Sonic had 2 different movies out. I'd be like, yeah.
One movie in case
the movie comes out.
Yeah, one movie in case nobody gave a fuck, and then one in case people did give a fuck.
Exactly. They re-released it like Endgame, Sonic, the give no fucks edition.
The Lost edition.
Man, there's so many. I will say, at least Hollywood is experimenting now, I guess. Like, I'm gonna go see the Dora the Explorer movie.
Yeah, it actually looks funny. Yeah,
I'll go see
I'm seeing it.
I thought that shit was fake the first time I saw it.
I wanna see what's up with my nigga Swiper.
Yeah, it did Swiper more justice than Sonic.
The fact that they came out with that trailer in April. Yeah, Swiper looks better than most animated characters. The fact that they came out with that trailer in April did not help the fact that the movie was actually real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole movie's concept sounded fake. Live action Dora the Explorer, directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, Dora.
These live action movies, man, I don't know. Speaking on that, I do kind of hope we get another Ninja Turtles movie. I don't think it's gonna happen though, because I don't think 2 did well at all. but
It did not do well, and the fact it's sad that it ended on a cliffhanger too.
yeah,
Like Shredder is I guess with the Krang now.
yeah.
I have no idea, so it's weird. But
Oh, speaking of video game
Yeah.
movies, Mario's supposedly getting a movie.
oh yeah, by Illumination.
Yeah.
Illumination.
Supposed-
Illumination.
So, I mean, we haven't heard anything on it, but
I don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna see stuff on that for a while.
yeah,
I feel like it's gonna at least that's gonna be animated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Illumination's
And at least,
a weird.
at least Nintendo was
So-
like, yeah, we're putting somebody on site. Miyamoto's there watching y'all.
Yeah.
Like, say,
Miyamoto's just
bro,
sitting there with a taser.
going back to Sonic, Sega literally sat there and was like, we don't like that, but didn't do anything about it. Like, Sega was saying, that's not Sonic. We don't think you should do that, but didn't actually say anything.
Right.
They just let
Right.
it
Like,
happen.
come on, stand up for your characters. Stand up for your most iconic character. Come on now. Come on now.
Job, suck a dick or something.
So I can imagine Sega going up to them like, what can we do to make you change Sonic? Zip. We're not gonna do that. But
Did you guys see
We-
the
we-
Teenage Mutant
That's so
Ninja Turtles
funny.
Batman crossover animated movie? I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's good.
I did. That movie
I heard it was good.
is violent as hell.
Is it?
For
They like it's
Ninja Turtles.
blood.
Whoa,
It is
whoa, you-
blood in that movie.
Now look, you say for a Ninja Turtles movie, but you gotta remember the original Ninja Turtles was gruesome.
Oh, you're right. You're
Yeah.
And
right.
the IDW comics are pretty gruesome too. That man
Like-
Donatello dies, he gets his shell fucking bashed
I know.
open.
Oof.
Like, can I tell you guys one scene, or do you guys not want it spoiled?
You could tell me, I'm probably not gonna watch it
Yeah.
for a while.
So there's a scene where and apparently this is all in one like universe. Like there's no like different universe type things. Like the turtles actually are in the DC universe here.
Oh, that's, cool.
They live in New York.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
So there's a scene where the Shredder comes to a bunch of foot ninjas come to Gotham and they're trying to steal something out of Wayne Tower. And Batman's of course, he's stopping them. And they he gets one of the foot ninjas. He like hold him against like the bar rail. He's like, who you work for? And before this man can even say a word, this man Shredder just straight up throws a shuriken through this man's head.
God
Holy
damn.
shit.
And you just see blood splatter on this man Batman.
God damn.
And that man Batman looks so damn shook. That man was like, oh shit. That man was like, oh shit. He looked up, he just see Shredder up there. That man Batman was looking at him like, you fucking fiend.
Boy, just dipped after that.
And this man Batman fucking destroys the TMNT. The shit was hilarious. Dude, every time this man Donatello would get up, he just gets another turtle thrown into him. Like this man gets up, he's like, I'm ready, and then Mikey just goes flying into him. The only one who stands his ground a little bit is, of course, Leonardo. Like he gets a slash on him, but then Batman just gets pissed and rocks his shit. And then it's a little something going on with Donatello and Batwoman.
Oh man, that man
It's a little-
Donatello and them redheads, man.
Our boy Donnie.
That's what Andre said in the fucking review.
That man Donatello and them
'Cause
redheads.
this man was spitting game to Barb pretty much the whole movie, and Barb was she was feeling him. She was.
Get some of that turtle meat, man.
She was working on the experiments with him.
Not the turtle meat, bro.
She looked up turtle cock and she was like, "Oh shit!"
I
Oh
wonder,
my god.
I wonder if it scales up.
He want the
Oh,
sugar
God.
and spice.
He just in the background. It do. Real softly. It do. But no, it was a pretty good movie.
I'll have to
And then
watch
yeah, I'd definitely say give it a watch. I would definitely say give it a watch. Joker is in this movie. He's pretty good. But it's a good movie. It's a good time.
All right. Anybody got anything else?
Not really. I'm gonna be getting dressed here in a minute to go to fucking work and get the bag.
Oh yeah, you do got
Oh.
one.
a nigga really not trying to get the bag today because he got to sit in a 3-hour meeting. Then
Damn, a 3-hour meet? What giant
3-hour
need
meeting?
3-hour meetings for?
I don't know, bro. I'm not even a fucking team leader, and I gotta sit through a fucking 3-hour meeting.
God damn.
Bro, I got a 3-hour meeting, then a 4-hour shift. Like, come on, bro.
They doing you dirty, bro.
They really are. But you know what they say, the bag never sleeps.
Alright, well, I guess that's it for this podcast. Thank you guys for watching. We'll just go down the list and you guys can plug whatever you want. Your first 8-bit.
Y'all can find me at 8bitron on Twitter, and I occasionally stream on Twitch sometimes, same handle, doing some Banjo-Kazooie and Persona 3 Portable.
That's
The
best
boomer he
banjo,
is.
That's the best banjo player alive right there. Chris, you're next.
Nothing really to plug. Just I'll give a quick.
Oh, yeah. Pablo.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Pablo Jander. I got a little YouTube channel going up too.
Okay.
I might have a video up tonight or later today.
Okay.
And then you're already on my channel. You already know my Twitter and all that shit. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Good little podcast here. And
Yes, sir.
we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Next podcast will be the It 2 review.
Probably. Unless anything else substantial comes out before then.
Exactly. We should do a Dora the Explorer review, honestly.
Yeah, you know what? We
This
might.
shit come out.
When does that come out?
Oh wait, no, Hobbs and Shaw come out soon.
Oh yeah, we definitely doing that.
God.
We definitely
Hobbs and Shaw
doing
come
that.
out soon.
That's movie of the year. That's movie of the year.
Hobbs and Shaw.
That is movie of the year. I don't care.
Hobbs and Shaw.
All right, you guys.
That's gonna be a good movie.
We'll be back for Hobbs and Shaw and Dora. So
Oh my god.
we'll catch y'all later.
All right.
Peace.